Yo, today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Your online activity should not be public, so protect yourself at expressvpn.com/achievement.
Hello and welcome to Off Topic. This show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Stop putting your data at risk and go ahead and get protected at expressvpn.com/RTTV. I'm your host for today. I'm joined by Matt, Barb, and Trevor. Guys, kamusta na, which is how are you in Tagalog?
Whoa!
Spicing it up. Look at that.
Je suis. Yep. Doing good.
אני רוצה ללכת אל השירותים.
And now Matt.
Yes.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. Yes.
Articulate table.
Yeah.
I try to think
So,
of like good. But
We got a bit of corporate. You're talking about too much goodness. Take a
Am I
sip
allowed
of
to drink
that.
this now?
I mean,
You
okay,
stop me.
Chicago fans out there, we got ourselves some Malort. Our boy doesn't know exactly what it is, but I've done the deed. I've seen a Cubs game. Put that down. Just take a little sip of that Malort.
What?
Ooh.
Strong.
Ooh, that's a thing.
Malort, if you want to grab that off the shelf for me, is behind the Mario. It is what one would consider bad. It is terrible. It is not good.
Hey.
And you had already poured a glass full of it.
had.
And
I was wondering why you were like,
yeah,
don't
you
drink it.
stopped me too.
No, why would I do that? Listen,
Has the aroma and full-bodied flavor of an unusual botanical.
ooh.
That's
Bitter taste is
accurate.
savored by two-fisted drinkers. What?
savor.
So what this is it's a thing. I think correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I think it's when the Cubs hit a home run, you take a shot.
Nail
It's-
polish remover. That's what that smells like.
What that'll
That's
do is
what it tastes like.
that will remove your nails, is what it will do. And another thing is that when you've had a night of drinking, what you want to do is polish it off with some Malort. It's very bitter, very pungent,
So-
very not good.
hell is
But it
it
actually,
called?
but the
thing is-
flavor washes away pretty quickly, and it's
Not-
supposed to help you
No. It
doesn't
with,
smell as bad as I thought
with
it
the
would.
hangover.
All I've got right now
Want a
is
shot?
flavor. I still hear
With my
it,
new
feel
nose,
it.
I can smell.
How much of that did you put
Ooh.
in this?
More than I would have if I knew how it tasted.
Like,
Yeah,
Matt-
see,
Matt's
I
gonna
just
be-
assumed it was going
Here's
to be,
what you do. Pour
alcohol.
some excess into this beautiful Rick and Morty mug, now available in the Rusty store, and then pour the Coke in the rest of it. So
Oh,
you
well,
kinda
that's
like
all I've
split
been doing.
Split it up.
What you did
it's
was
about
ruin the
half.
Coke.
Yeah, I did. I really did.
Take a sip, genuinely.
Oh, is it poured in? Oh,
No,
sorry.
but you
Yeah, point myself.
See, I don't know, Fredo. The hope was I would be gone, but I tasted
go
it.
light, my friend. Save
Yeah,
yourself.
like
Is it
get
disgusting
like a
tasting?
dab.
Is that-
It's
I don't know.
Is this
not
I've never
great.
tasted it in my life.
Just a mistake.
it's not great.
I believe him.
Down it fast.
Yep. See,
Not good.
And-
oh. Do you
There
want-
it is. That's the Malort face.
see, I had some Coke to save
like-
me.
Really bitter, dude.
Yeah, it's very bitter.
Very bad.
Like, that's not even an exaggeration. That
Very
sucks.
bad.
It'll
Yeah.
fade. It'll
That's a
fade surprisingly
visceral
quick.
reaction you have.
Fredo.
It'll fade when I die.
Fredo,
Yeah.
it's not fading.
Oh, yeah, you put that.
It's not
That's
fading.
a whole drink.
It's a lot.
I wouldn't
It's a
commit
lot
to
of-
that.
Me to make you a new drink, perhaps.
I'm only allowed two.
Matt,
There's more Coke.
you're only allowed one,
Other
so you are on the Malort train, baby. You better buckle up, strap in, because we are
Sitting in the
launching.
back of my throat like a nutsack.
Wait a
We have a
minute.
garbage can.
I said in an episode that we recorded earlier today of Red Web that so and so was milked for money. That's a phrase.
Yep.
You questioned my terminology, my use of the English language.
Yeah.
And what did you just say?
Sitting in the back of my throat like a nutsack.
Who has ever said that in their life?
So here's the thing that I
Put your hand down.
Never-
Don't need to talk about us.
something that I've come to realize that I occasionally like to do is just go really random with what I say to see how you react.
Yeah.
And I did that when we hosted one of the Rooster Teeth events.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Dressed up in our space outfits, and I said, "Well, gravity costs a lot of money."
That's what it was. Oxygen
And
gravity.
you were just like,
And I was, because that's like what I like to do. I like to like shake it up, throw something very specific and random out, and just to get reactions. So
I think
It's fun to do.
so when it bounces back, I'm like, adi adi, what?
I'd like to see how
I
you
love
react.
that. I love that noise. It's one of my favorite ones.
The
love
fine
trying to
folks at
reason.
home, I just want to address the elephant in the room. The fine folks at home might have.
Her name is Barbara.
Sorry, Barbara. You might have sniffed a little bit of the corporate synergy that we have going off. Honestly, this wasn't planned. I was just like, listen, we have new merch, and I was really chuffed with it, so I decided to wear it. And then Fredo comes rolling in, same shirt. And then Matt comes rolling in, other piece of the merch.
Two
And
pieces
then,
of
Yeah, I
it.
got
and
the
Barbara
hoodie on
comes
too,
rolling
yeah.
in, and I'm like, well, that's the one I was going to swap into because we're matching.
Yeah.
But
well, what my thought process was, I'm lucky to be a guest on Off Topic today. They just had this really cool Rick and Morty merch come out. I want to support my boys.
It's like a tribute.
Wore the shirt,
to
thought I
us.
might be like one of the only ones, and then I show up and this is it just happened.
Decked out.
We look great though.
It was this or like wash my clothes.
I had to watch this because
I just wait for
already
new
wore
Rooster
it
shirts to come
really?
in.
this week, so I was like, I gotta watch it again.
Yeah.
And as I was putting this on, I went, Trevor's gonna put this on too.
yeah, I
know
could
it.
feel it in the
I was like,
in the ethos, you know. I could just like,
I wore it on the RT podcast this week. Gonna be a lot of that shirt.
all right, I need to change. Anybody else? But yeah, no, I just wanted to talk about it for a brief second because a lot of people may not know like how we come across like doing our collaborations. We've worked with Batman a few times.
so sick.
Super cool stuff.
Did some Harley
Obviously,
Quinn
we're in the
stuff.
Warner Brothers like family.
Yep.
So the opportunity came to us where they said, the world's your oyster. Pitch a few brands that you like within the Warner family that you might want to do a collaboration with, a la like you guys did with Batman. And resounding feedback from the team when we were talking about it that one morning, like a year ago now, was Rick and Morty. And so now it's finally here and finally out. And it's easily one of the, in addition to Batman, one of the coolest things that we've had the opportunity to work with. Because I know for a fact, I'm geeking out a little bit, Justin Roiland personally approves like anything that has to do with Rick and Morty.
He saw this bird.
He touched
He might have seen your faces.
Yeah, let's hope not.
See me, witness me, Justin Roiland.
I'll
Don't
roll
witness
with
me.
that.
He specifically
witness
was like,
that.
I
Yeah,
want,
don't
I
witness
want,
it.
you know, neck down shots. I don't want to see any faces.
But you know, it's just it was really really cool. So I know we've done some Gmods that have come out or will come out soon. Oh no, actually the other one was yesterday,
I
wasn't
think
it?
they're all out.
Yep.
But yeah. So some fun synergistic stuff. It's always cool when we can like make something that otherwise looks like just an in-family thing,
Yeah.
genuinely, because a lot of us are genuine fans of Rick and Morty.
We did a very special collaboration over with our group with Gus. It's the official Gus line. It's Gus's loungewear. It's called And Gus. Is like the
really
entire
good.
line.
Gus.
There's like t-shirts and some lounge pants and stuff because it's fitting. It's Gus.
It would have to be
wants to
minimally
keep-
covering to be
Yeah.
truly authentic to Gus lounging. I've seen a lot of Gus over the years.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of Gus in something
We filmed
that
recently.
we filmed last week, which we can't.
Can't talk about yet.
Tune into First Night or any RTX stuff for stuff we're teasing right now. We can't spoil it right now, but I think First Night will be some stuff. But
See,
it's a lot of Gus.
I've always had like a personal, and by personal I mean just on my end, kind of like connection with Gus because you know he has that one photo where he's kind of just laying sideways, pretty much naked.
Like the Burt Reynolds. Is that the
think
actor?
so.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds? No,
so. Yeah, Burt Reynolds.
the guy with big mustache. I might be wrong. I'll look at chat.
But I see that every time I go. That reminds me of when Tim and I, youngsters, Tim and I contracting at IGN, and we went to E3. So the whole video team and editorial team went down to E3 and whatnot. And then you know at night you'd go out, hang out,
Sure.
whatnot.
Best part of those events.
So there was like one of the top heads of the video team. His name was Fran, and he works a lot with Kind of Funny now. And we always like fucking with him for some reason, but it was our favorite thing to do. And we went out, we got drinks, we came back, and Fran was like, you know, he talked like that. I'm not even exaggerating. He's like, well, let's go back to my place, and then we can hang out and do some more drinks. So the whole video team went back to his place, whatnot.
Is that Nick Scarpino?
No.
Is
But
that
we
me
went
now?
back and we drank, and then we're like, oh, let's go out and get food. And then Tim and I were sitting there talking about God knows what. Turned around, everyone was gone. And then we went, oh, they just kind of left us here. And then we were like, oh my God, let's fuck with Fran. So what I did was I got butt-ass naked and did a photo shoot in the apartment that he was staying at.
Yeah.
And then I had one of the shots was me naked sideways like that.
On a rug?
On a rug, covering, the goods.
The pieces, the
Yeah,
elements
yeah.
that you don't,
and then
spilling out.
and then the
Back
next,
of the throat.
and then the next day, while we're doing the whole IGN thing, interviewing movie stars and TV show actors and whatnot, Tim and I just sent that to the video team, and we're like, hey, had a great time at Fran's. And then one of the video editors photoshopped Fran's face onto my body.
Dang.
And then we sent that out too as well. So every time I see that
to
picture
ruin
of
this whole man's
Gus,
career.
yeah. So every time I see that picture of Gus, I went, I have done that to my boss's boss,
Wow.
and
That's what
I
I'm
was
hearing
still
now.
there.
Lewis.
Now I gotta do it to Lewis.
What we need to
Maintain the
do-
trends, keep it
We
going.
need to now Photoshop your face onto Gus's body of that picture.
No,
so
like
it
the
just
reverse.
there's just
Keep it rolling.
some stacking going on there.
a really funny reverse thing of that was, remember how
Like an onion.
Dave Chappelle, he had his big show, the Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
And one of his most famous skits
heard of it.
is the Prince skit.
Oh, yeah.
He was doing an interview, one of the late night shows, and he talked about how, he did that skit about Prince, but then Prince came back at him and put Dave Chappelle as Prince on the cover of his album.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was like, that's like such a big reversal move.
Yeah.
It's insane. I
He's
want
like-
so much respect for Prince too.
Oh yeah. That's like, I love that because it was definitely not like I'm making fun of this person.
Yeah.
It was comedy with the intent of activating this person for their unique personality, and Prince
Right.
was all about it. And he had no idea. He did not expect it. There was no planning. And Prince is like, put it on the
Yeah,
album.
that's the cover.
Like another pancake,
That's
bitches.
that's the face of my album.
That is the album.
Dude,
no name though.
For years, that's all I would do with my brother on the court when we play pickup games. Like, we would just walk up, and then I walk it up, and as soon as someone comes up to defend me, ow! And then just like try and drift off to the side or whatnot. And then every time I pass it to anybody, it'd be randoms. I'd be like, "Yo, like we got a 3, we're looking for 2." They'd jump on. I'd pass it to him, and I'd be like, "Shoot the J, shoot it."
He's like, he comes up and he's blocking. He's like, shoot the J, put it up. As he's blocking.
Like 2 nutsacks in the back of my throat.
Like 2 nutsacks in the back of the.
Ooh.
Yeah, double.
I'm about
Double
to,
nutsacks.
well, I had a little story that.
Oh my God.
Ooh, Tom Selleck.
Okay.
You mentioned the.
I said Tom Selleck.
It was Tom Selleck or
but-
Burt Reynolds, and I think that's Burt Reynolds, right?
Okay.
Burt Reynolds, right?
I guess I
I'm
would-
sure Tom Selleck was out there doing
I like-
something
Reaching
like that.
grass.
Too. Oh my God, he's up there too.
Do you want something else?
There's a lot of full.
No, I gotta get
A lot of
through it.
hair, a lot of
I
movement.
started it.
A lot of
on that
man.
body.
And he knew when he had me started on the podcast, I had to finish it.
That's a man that's never heard the word alopecia, let alone seen a razor.
This part over here, that's just like a.
Get out of there!
It's just a void.
This part over here.
This part right here.
Like it's just a.
It's like a
dark
meteorologist.
void.
Like you see over here,
Yeah,
there's the
yeah,
void
there you
front.
go.
Matt, can
right
you give
there.
us a forecast, please?
Well, we got a light little hair chesting right here. It's coming down. We're gonna make it a nice where they call it the happy trail down to the
Chest hair
Record
down.
highs tonight.
You
Record
verbify
highs.
hair chesting.
That is chest hair down to the ball
Oh,
throw.
and then it went away.
That's what that is it's called, it's like the banana hammock, but with hair, where like it starts up here, comes down the chin, down the neck, down the front, up and
Yeah.
through the back around like some backpack
he's-
straps
he's
and
gotta-
ends in the
he's gotta be
pits.
careful.
If not, maybe goes
Yep.
down to their hands. So that way you're like,
he had to be careful because otherwise he's gonna get the mustache
like
front in there
whiplash.
too. You know, it might connect.
This
You don't wanna
reminds
do
me
that.
of
You don't wanna do that.
when I was on the swim team, and it was like the first year of like, a bunch of first year guys like swimming and stuff like that. And my coach was just like, all right, we have first class, and he was like, cool. So one of the things you're gonna have to do to like minimize drag when you're in the water is shave. As you can see here, Alfredo was already ahead of the game, and I just went, yep.
Right on
thanks,
purpose.
Coach.
I shaved on purpose.
Yeah.
I can't grow
Hey.
any 32, and I can't
You don't have arm hair?
No.
Dude,
What?
I have so much arm hair. It's not like I
Your
don't.
arm hair's like long.
It's long. Like you can't
Did you
really
try
see
to
because it's
braid it?
blonde, but like it goes out that way.
Whoa!
Yeah, no, bro.
Yeah.
Mine goes pretty long too.
Yeah, man.
We could probably braid ours
Oh,
together.
dude, that'd be gross.
Nah, nah.
Do you ever have any like some odd situations in the pool? You know, you got some BBs, you got some like, you know, get the bacon you get the not bacon. What am I talking about?
Bacon in the
You get
pool?
the- you
I
get
don't
the
think anyone's
BBs.
throwing bacon in the
Bacon in
pool.
the
Yeah, it's a
pool? No, I'm
common
talking
thing,
about
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, the old brownie batters.
No.
You know, you got the
People
old
pooping?
inconstitutions,
Nah.
you got the old like
Not
diddly
at swim
drabbles,
team.
the hot snakes, the runnies.
Oh,
Why is
thankfully.
he? What's he?
But
why
also,
does he have
like-
so many names for it.
I don't think
I've
anyone.
had a lot of time to think about it,
Yeah.
because it's been a long morning. I had a severe
is-
case of the double B's this morning.
Oh, no.
And I was
balls.
tap dancing during a meeting. Tony,
Ball balls.
Tony, I'm sorry. If you hear this, just know it was then. I had a meeting this morning and I was tap dancing, you know what I'm saying, where you got your legs pinched together, you're trying to hold it all together.
Ooh, prairie dogging?
Yeah.
Possibly?
Well, there's the prairie dog goes in and out of the hole.
Yeah.
It's a common occurrence in our
When
household.
you got the brownie batters, there's no returning the product. Okay.
Oh, got
when
it.
it's out, she's out.
It'll be sliced off.
Something
and then-
happens.
And then just sit there like a
Something happened when I turned 30.
bag of bricks.
Things got looser. I think something happened in Austin. You know, we talked about filming that thing last week. Half of us were stricken with the lower feels.
Lower the
I literally have no idea what
I don't know
you're
what
saying.
he's going.
different
You were talking.
way.
You know
I
what I'm
usually
talking about,
translate.
And, like,
audience.
I was gonna
I think
relate
you-
because
I
I was
think
on
you
the
gotta
swim
think-
team,
you
and then,
know-
like, he's
Yeah.
talking about like some lower movements or something.
I'm talking
BB.
about-
You had to
I was
shit.
like,
That
what
was
the
some
fuck is
terminology
this
we
shit?
used in the pool.
You had to shit.
Yeah.
I shit my pants this morning.
No, you
shit
didn't.
my pants.
You didn't shit your
You didn't
pants.
shit your
this morning.
pants.
Get
You
the
just
fuck out
shit.
of here. You didn't shit your pants.
Shit my pants.
You
this morning.
shit your pants this morning?
my pants this morning.
In your house?
I was trapped in a meeting. I got the
trapped
double
in a
B's.
meeting?
I got the batters. I got the runs. I got the Capri Suns, and I'm sitting there stuck in a meeting,
Well, we just
dancing
lost
around.
sponsorship.
You
right
doing
there.
like
never Capri Sun
Going,
again.
giving a
didn't
little bit
even
of
tell
this
me
one
this.
too, a little bit of this and
Did
that.
not tell
I'm on
me.
the mic and I'm like, listen, yep, everything sounds good, and you can't stop.
Okay, no.
You
So
totally
here's the thing.
can.
You are in a lot of very important meetings. Now, the number of meetings that are more important than shitting your pants, that skews it very
pretty low.
thin.
I mean, to be fair, you are at home.
I mean,
You don't shit your pants just because you're at home.
A man's got to do his
Like,
business.
that's even
And if
worse.
there's business
You
to
own that
do,
chair.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, for the rest of your life, you're gonna
Business
look at that
comes
chair and be
before
like, "That's the
business.
one."
Shat
Okay.
there.
That shat
This is
there.
the meeting I was in.
You shit your pants this morning.
Unbeknownst to me.
It's funny because like we were just next to each other
forgot my
trying to
girlfriend
act
was
like
here.
innocent.
She wasn't supposed to hear this. This was supposed to go with me to the grave, and now she's out here.
Trevor, I
brought
guarantee
it
you,
up, right?
I
Like, we
can
didn't prompt this.
guarantee you, I would have heard about it regardless. because
Wait a
all these
minute.
people,
Wait a minute.
someone
okay.
would have tweeted me.
So
and
you shit your pants
broken
in
the
the morning,
news.
and then went to so you shit
It
your
was
pants
a
this morning,
wild day today.
and then we did Red Web.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you came to work, and we tried to act real cool doing a photo shoot for future merch.
And we were very cool.
Yeah, we were pretty cool.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by DoorDash. If you've ever felt like your friends or relationships were on the brink of destruction all because you couldn't agree on what to get for dinner, you need DoorDash. DoorDash has something for everyone, so you'll never have to have those arguments again. With over 300,000 partners in the US, Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, everyone can be happy. Plus, ordering is so easy. Just open the DoorDash app, choose what you want from and where you want it from, all the details, and your items will be left safely outside your door with the contactless delivery system that they've got going on. I recently got some nuggies from McDonald's. They were super yummy, and it was very easy. Point, click, boom. The order can be down all the way to the details of the sauce. It's perfect. And I don't really like to talk to people, so please leave it outside my door. Thank you. And for a limited time, our listeners can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code OFFTOPIC2021. Just like the year. That's 25% off, up to a $10 value, and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code OFFTOPIC2021. Don't forget, one more time, OFFTOPIC2021 for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply.
It would have been a lot harder to be cool had I known this.
And
Oh, I think it was the coolest. And you know what I think is cooler?
I'm happy you said
Owning up to it.
for this. Well, I mean,
No,
you,
it's You could have like not owned up to it, and no one would have ever known.
Literally,
ever.
no one would have ever
Yeah,
known.
no, literally.
Maybe I psychologically regressed. Because you know what I did for the last week or so? I went home for Father's Day because it's been a minute. I haven't seen my family. I wanted to go home. This is a good opportunity. I'm vaxxed up, shot up, fly out, and I see my whole family. It's been great. And
That must be awesome because I don't know my father, so thanks for that.
moving.
Did I do Michael? That was my impression.
You did a
that was
good
my
job.
impression
You
of
did a really
Michael.
good
Did that
job.
work? Did it work? Did it? Okay, all right, cool.
Very good. Off topic.
Like I was ready to jump in like.
I don't know if he's serious.
Knowing your father's not great all the time.
Please,
Oh
someone tell
no,
me.
Kai's in the chat. Come on, Kai.
Now Kai knows you shat yourself.
Kai was the
Yeah.
other person that wasn't supposed to hear about this. Specifically had to hide this from
My boss. My boss. shit
Shit,
himself.
so
my boss shit himself.
So,
Maybe
okay,
that's true.
Maybe it comes with the
That's-
job.
that's-
Here's a really
You got a
good
raise,
question.
babe. You're in my
just immediately.
promoting you.
Here's your shit draws. So here's the important question: how long did you sit with the pile of shit in your underwear?
Oh, too long.
breathe.
probably.
Any amount of time longer than
comes out like-
it was long enough for it to happen.
It was long enough.
That's-
It was long enough to happen. I was like, just get me out of this meeting. I think I can survive.
So
And
were you
no.
were you mashing it with your cheeks because you're like waving yourself back like?
So what happens is
side
like
to
you
side
get,
right
you get
now.
all, what's happening?
Trevor.
I
You
can't. Hold on to poo talk, everybody.
I think we should put this away.
Yeah, I mean, here he can have this.
And then maybe this man shit his pants. This morning.
Listen,
Do you have you lost respect for him?
not at all. Gained, if anything.
Gained,
Owned
really?
up to these things
You two
publicly.
made for each other.
That's wild.
If Casey told me she shit herself, well,
I mean,
the street's right there.
for you or for her? What's going on?
I mean, I didn't shit myself. I can remain indoors.
No, that is a.
That's a joke.
I had no idea.
It's a joke.
I mean, because if
I guess I was streaming
here-
today. I was filming, so I wouldn't have known.
Because it kind of okay. So like, I'm sitting down right now, and if I shit myself, I feel like it would just
Well, he was standing. He
like
said he was standing.
it would pancake. Oh, so like a
Yeah.
sit stand desk
so
situation.
he probably had a standing desk on, and
So
I'm
then it
guessing, and he
just
was doing
kinda-
this thing.
So then it just kind of sits like a rock.
Casually.
But then, okay, so here's the thing.
Just casually arriving back at the table.
You're standing, you shit, the shit rolls down, and then just kind of
It
hangs
squelches.
hangs underneath your ball sack.
Yeah, it gets close to the bits if
Yeah.
you're not.
So then you have to be really careful.
What's up?
I've never thought of the anatomy.
Of the package
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the crackage.
So that is when guys shit themselves.
You shit.
Does their ball sack get shit on it? No, because it's.
No.
I mean,
No,
it
no, no.
depends.
I guess if you're
suppose.
sick-
Well, when
Yeah.
most guys shit themselves, and they do, most guys.
Not all.
I mean, most guys under the age of
I mean-
6.
The
see,
delivery.
like-
I wish you saw it in the camera. It was not all. It was so straight. I
yeah.
wanted to move through it. Anyway, let's move past that. I saw
Three at this
something.
table having shit
What time
themselves,
is?
so.
What time is this at?
Let me look up my calendar here. I can put a timestamp directly on this feek.
Literally.
There's way too many achievement hunters that have shitted their pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It-
I don't know.
it-
what that's
10:45 a.m.
What if it's just a like?
We're in the middle of just talking about.
Yeah, we were.
We're in the middle of a
We
meeting.
were doing business, and he was doing
talking
business.
about business and
standing
how
up.
we want to
Yeah.
approach the following days and the following week, and
Love
this
to hear
man
it.
was having a shit crisis.
Yeah, you know what? I like to keep. I like to hear this, because I like to make sure the brand is moving forward, that the conversations are happening, flowing.
Yeah.
We're talking about content, mediation,
Yep.
meetings, synergy, buzzwords. Okay. I like to hear that you guys are like in those morning meetings, really keeping that business down
Right.
while I'm keeping my business down. I need more
Keep it
caffeine.
down though.
So
Listen, I'm coming back
Down,
extra
though.
dusky.
That's
Coming back
the thing.
extra dusky.
The business came up, and then it came up again.
Coming back extra dusky. I had a week off, so it's gonna be rough today.
Making up for last time.
if we're already
Hey. Yup.
putting out embarrassing stories out there, yesterday I had an experience that was a newer one. We'll get into details. Jackie and I,
Both shot yourself.
making love, as a couple does,
Cheers.
making love, and we kind of
I'll
got
miss that.
we kind of got to this
After hearing this story.
we kind of got to this position where it was
still respect
going
him.
really well for us,
Hitting all the
right?
check boxes,
And
That's what it's about. Checkboxes.
as we're going, my shoulder's starting to cramp up, and then I was
Were
like,
you
I
holding
can't
yourself?
stop at this point. I was kind of
Well,
holding myself up a
that's when
certain
you
way.
push through it, right?
And then I pushed through it, and things happened while cramping all at the same time, and it was a weird experience.
Does that make it, like, could you focus on the enjoyment of that happening when you're cramping, or does that, like, all your pain just goes to right there and you can't fully enjoy,
It was pain, but I was like, I'm
Or
not
does it
letting up.
amplify it?
I was like, I'm not. No, I didn't amplify.
He's like,
it.
yeah,
He's like, yeah, I like when it hurts. Like, let me get back in
Turns out
there.
I'm a sadist.
pull my arm.
And there was no way in hell I was gonna get out of it, so I committed to it. And then afterwards, I stumbled because I was just like, ah!
It's always after.
Yeah.
You get so laser focused
get
on the
locked
act
in.
at hand.
And if you're,
You know.
and there's the buildup, you're not gonna break away from it. Like,
Right.
you gotta commit.
I don't know. We're virgins. We don't really know.
Oh my God. Okay. Speaking, I don't know
It's
why
a shame
this
after
made me
that
think
poop
of
story.
like.
It's never gonna
I don't- Maybe
happen.
it just made me think of couples, and not that you guys.
Yeah.
But did you see that new Netflix dating show, Sexy Beast? The
Dude,
trailer
Sure
for that?
did.
I can't stop. You haven't seen?
No.
Oh my.
Let's do a live
God.
react. Let's put it
No, I
down.
don't know.
Dude,
would play it, though.
I kind of,
I'll
I kind
watch
of
it.
hate you a little bit because you showed it to me, and I'm like,
Dude,
I,
it is.
Sexy Beast?
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
It shouldn't exist.
So it's
but
a show.
Yeah,
but I
it's
am
Burt
interested.
It's a dating show where real-life singles sport elaborate makeup and prosthetics to put a true blind date
Elaborate.
chemistry to the test.
Elaborate makeup is a light way of putting it.
Oh, so they hide behind. Oh,
They're
that's-
in like friggin'
Makeup
like full
and-
Grinch
This-
costumes.
Oh!
Dude, it is.
This is Spy Kids.
Devils.
This
It
is
do- it does look like Spy Kids.
Like the thumb people and like the makeup that they have.
Yeah.
As the cartoons where their heads all stretched out.
It's also like
Yeah, the thumb
the
thumbs.
only blind part's their face, and even then you can still kind of.
Dude,
I mean,
it is.
A little bit.
Maybe you could see their eyes for the most part. Oh, never mind. I just saw one that had the eyes completely covered.
But dude,
Listen,
like,
we're
Oh, they're on
watching
roller
it.
coasters. Okay,
We're watching it,
I'm gonna get
boys.
in there. I know
But
what I'm seeing.
it's no okay.
You already know.
I can't stop looking away.
The
I
dolphin
can't.
one in particular.
The dolphin
looks like,
one,
It looks
it's-
like a Yu-Gi-Oh card to me.
It
like,
looks like a.
Does that? Do you like
it
that? It
looks-
looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh
I
card.
It looks like
hate
a
that.
human
I
dolphin
sacrificed
or a
that one to
dolphin
some of the Dark
human.
Magician.
But like, they're making out looking like a dolphin, and
Oh, they
a devil
get into
creature.
the business with it. Like they're like,
don't
or
know.
is it dating, or is it like Love Island where there's
No,
like
it's
the
dating.
getaways, with the
Yeah,
hideaway.
No, they go on dates. And
dates.
whatnot.
It's like blind dates.
It's like
okay.
blind, yeah.
Literally.
But the whole point of it, it's just
Yeah.
like, hey, you don't know exactly what I look like. I look like a dolphin right now.
They've
Gotcha.
had probably a lot of success with Love Is Blind, which was another Netflix
Yeah.
dating
I think I've
reality
seen bits
show.
and pieces of that. Yeah.
Where they couldn't see each other. They were like behind the screens essentially, or different rooms. And I think they ended up proposing to people, and people got married on that
Woof.
show without ever having seen each other.
Yes.
It's crazy. You should
Yes.
check
Was
it
that the dancing one where they
no.
would learn?
That was the one they were just like,
Does
they
the
had
show
that
pay
wall
for
and
the-
just the silhouettes, right?
Yep.
Does
Yeah,
the
yeah,
show
I've
pay
seen
for the
that.
divorce too, or
I
I have to
mean-
wonder. Like,
No, they
I would hope so.
release them to the wild and say, best of luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, there's actually
They have a
couple.
preserve they live on now.
I think there's a few couples that are still married and
Yeah.
still together after
that's
all that.
good.
Yeah, which is
I mean,
awesome.
But I
I
think
wonder
they're
how
trying to
much monthly
capitalize.
they're paid for that.
Or someone said, oh, that show, The Mask. Look at that!
Ooh!
It is.
All right, so we
I
got
like
some,
that shirt though.
got some wetness coming in here.
the
Some heat
hands.
coming in from the west.
I mean, it's too. It's
There's a,
so.
like-
there's
I
a
like
spray
the
front coming from the
prosthetics are
blowhole.
so
over
good.
there.
It's too good.
Yeah, it's eerie. It's like
It's
creepy in a way.
very creepy.
I'm
I'd be
into
like,
it.
I like the way your head protrudes and has a dorsal fin.
I mean, trust me, it's right. It's not all about looks. Like personality is
course.
a huge thing. Like if you want to go
100%.
the
I mean,
distance,
obviously.
Let me find this.
yeah, you know.
I swear that dolphin
Some
was
of us
like
have-
a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
well, I got
Some of them only have one.
But it's just so. I mean, like, and it's not even like
Or not.
sitting here and being, I don't know, just being an asshole and just being like, I don't know, I can't get past the way you look. That's a dolphin.
That's a dolphin.
Yeah.
That's a dolphin.
Although I also don't know if they're dressing in a different way too to kind of cover what their bodies look like, because some people also will go for like, oh, are they fit, or like, or do they have a body type?
That's
that, like,
that's it,
It
right?
doesn't appear
Neo's
So I don't know if
face,
they're
aqua
covering
dolphin.
it too.
Yeah, Neo's
That's 100. Like that's the
Yeah.
card.
Because
that
she's wearing
I
a
see.
turtleneck.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the guy from Legend of Zelda. That's
Yep, that's it. That's
what do they
Zora.
call it? The Zora, that's right.
Yeah, sure.
I
That's
thought you were referencing Tingle for some reason.
Speaking of shows like this, did you
Dude,
guys,
Tingle would be great.
Are you guys caught up on The Bachelorette?
We haven't watched this season at all.
Oh my.
I haven't watched any season ever.
We're watching a little bit of Survive right
close.
now. We're watching Love Island, and we're towards the end of the season that we're on.
Loki.
And we're watching Loki. So we're kind of letting the show get
Episode
grow
2
under
of
our
Loki
feet.
is
So
fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
Probably my favorite out of all the Disney Plus MCU shows so far.
Yeah, it was. Have you watched them?
No,
dude, get on it.
I keep like delaying me getting Disney Plus because I'm thinking like I'll get it and then watch a bunch of stuff like in one like weekend or whatever, and then I just never do it. I keep forgetting.
It's so worth it.
Yeah, I really
A lot of
should.
good things on there.
Yeah, well, because like I love Clone Wars too, and like I know
yeah.
people like that whole like.
So have you not seen
I gotta
Mandalorian?
watch Bad Batch.
No,
Oh, I haven't
never-
seen Bad Batch. I keep forgetting.
You got
I saw they
WandaVision,
put-
you got Mandalorian.
I saw that like
Loki.
Ahsoka was on. I was like, that's awesome. I should get it this weekend. And
I
just
should get
play
it
video
at
games.
some point.
Yeah.
Chug that Malort.
No.
Get in there.
No, no,
Dude,
no, no,
that's-
no.
Get in there.
You want to put some more Coke in there?
Gross. Huh?
No, the Coke would be separate.
Dude,
I need it.
there's a guy on the show where I've never. I mean, there's a lot of assholes on that show. There's one I just never wanted to punch.
On
more
Bachelorette?
On the Bachelorette.
There's always, and you know,
Yeah.
I don't even need to see the show to know that you want him out for a couple weeks, and he's going to make it like 70% of the way.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
keep
Yeah, yeah.
people like that around.
They keep
for
there's always the
drama.
drama plant because you can't get rid of that and have it be like,
Yeah.
all right, everything's
right there.
chill.
Yeah.
Like the producers need to, they gotta get that
There
drama.
was. And we're not watching this season yet, but because we have, I think the internet knows that we watch The Bachelorette. So I've been
Right.
getting like TikToks featuring like Bachelorette stuff.
Yeah.
And there was one clip I saw which made me laugh so hard. It was like a dramatic moment, and some guy was like coming in and talk to everyone, and it cuts to this other guy on the couch going, "Beep bop boop," and then it just like cuts to
And then the host is like,
what?
okay. Anyway.
Just like, did they mean to leave that in the end? He was just like awkwardly singing on the couch.
But
He's the winner. That's how they were foreshadowing.
just to dive into this guy for a second.
Yeah, let's get in there.
Like the dolphin.
He goes up to the Bachelorette.
Is he like a real Luke P sort of situation? Remember him?
Luke Perry?
Luke P was on Hannah's season.
think it was P.
He was the guy who didn't want her to have sex with anybody.
He was the yoked out dude.
Yeah.
So he shit himself.
I mean, it wasn't
Metaphorically.
bad. But he like went up to the Kate the Bachelorette, and it was like there are guys in the house that are here for the wrong reasons. And then she was like, tell me like I don't want people here for the wrong reasons.
Right.
He's like, I don't want to name names, but there are people here. Like I don't want to put anyone on the spot, but there
Oh,
are
I named
people
names.
here. And I was like,
I wrote a
oh,
list.
What's the
God.
point of
Here's the
doing
list.
that?
I didn't want to name
Right?
them.
It's like,
Also,
no,
like,
I
if
want
you're
to
gonna-
know.
Okay, just
Yeah.
take a
Every
list.
season. I don't want to put myself at the
Yeah,
center of this.
yeah.
I don't want to be the narc. I just thought I'd put it
I
out
just thought
there.
I'd put it out there.
Not
And so
bad.
then he goes back to the group of guys.
Yeah.
She comes out. She's pissed and she's very, she's upset. She's stressed out for obvious reasons.
Naturally.
And then she leaves, and everyone's like, "Who said something?" Because she wasn't like that a second ago. Like,
Yeah.
who was the one that's like who said stuff?
Yeah.
And it's cutting to him, and he's just kind of like looking around, and everyone's like, "All right, like who said it?" And then after like a long couple minutes, he goes, "I said it. She asked me about it," and I was
Oh my
like,
god, bullshit.
"Bullshit, asshole." And then
She
she
asked
like,
Yeah, she asked
After-
who.
yeah, she asked me about it, and then I told her there are people here who are here for the wrong reasons. And then all the guys said, "Who?" And he's like, it's not my thing to say. I don't want to put anyone on the spot. They can come forward." And I was like, "Bro, it's like episode 2. There's been nothing like."
Yeah,
what is it?
yeah.
They haven't shown us anything, but he just, dude, the guy just sitting there just going, "I don't want to say. I
It's
don't
a guy
want to
who's
name
watched
names."
a lot of seasons of the show.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Very
he's
good.
like-
Trying
I
to
know
be
how
like,
they are.
trying to be like the knight of like,
Right.
no. Like, there's an issue here, but I'm not going to say they could come forward. I was just like,
I am the brave one. I shall speak the truth to my lady.
Right. You've also said 90% of it. Drop the name and get
Yeah.
the hell out of Dodge, dude. Like, come
and
on.
then people were just like, "There's nothing." Like, why don't you
Exactly.
give us? I was just like, "Oh God,
I hate when people say that
Oh,
on
yeah.
that show. It's so annoying. Just be like, people are here to get famous. That's the only wrong reason that people are referring to. Just say
Yeah.
that. There's people here just to get famous. Oh, people are here for the wrong reasons. It's like, what are the wrong reasons?
I feel like half of the contestants
Specify.
in any season are always
Well,
there
I'm
for
here
the
to
wrong
find people
reasons.
Right. Right.
You look tasty.
You are here for the wrong reasons.
That is a different show.
Very wrong reasons.
I feel like nobody.
But we're gonna let you stay to see where it goes.
Nobody signs up for the Bachelorette or the Bachelor without the intention of at least like wanting to have a little bit of fame or notoriety of some sort.
in some capacity.
Yeah.
And they do. They get a little bit of, like, a lot of their Instagram accounts are big.
It'd get millions of followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, Matt's got me thinking of a new show now.
You want to eat the person?
Secret Cannibal. You got 20 people in a house. Someone's a cannibal.
Someone's hungry.
Someone's cannibal.
You just wake up, oh my God, someone seized my arm last night.
And someone's gonna get eaten. You are here for the. If there was a cannibal planted on The Bachelor, that would be a whole different array of drama.
Oh, yeah,
I'd
man.
love to dive into.
Yeah, I'd be like, did I get the cannibal? And they're like, yeah, don't worry, we got him. Wink.
Hey there, everyone. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Canva Pro. Before Canva Pro, I was a Comic Sans using Design Chump, all right? But now I use Canva Pro, and it turns out I was destined for design greatness. If Canva Pro can help me design like a pro, it can definitely help you. It's the easy-to-use design platform that has everything you need, including a collection of over 75 million premium photos, videos, audio, and graphics. It's quick, easy, and affordable, and it's a way to design whatever the heck you need. Canva Pro can handle any idea. There's nothing too big or too small. So whether you're a small business, a student, a crafter, or even a marketing team, Canva Pro can help make you and your designs look professional, quickly and easily. Design like a pro with Canva Pro. Right now, you can get a free 45-day extended trial when you use our promo code to let them know that we sent you. You just got to go to canva.me/offtopic to get your free 45-day extended trial. That's canva.me/offtopic. Canva.me/offtopic.
I like the idea that everyone had to draw a card to find out who was going to be the cannibal. So someone who didn't want to do it.
Oh no, it's not my thing. I guess it is now.
It's, every time they draw it, there's one guy, God damn it. Well, now we know who the cannibal is.
I just had Burger King last night.
Redraw.
I want to make a cult dating show. It's like The Bachelorette, but they're in a cult, and that's it.
So that's The Bachelorette.
But could you imagine, like, if the Bachelorette or the Bachelor themselves was the cannibal, and like, you know, they were trying
Wait,
dishes.
there was an actor.
Well,
and-
that's at least season 3.
Who is
Is
the
it Army
Armie
Hammer?
Hammer? Armie
Like
Hammer?
a suspected serial killer / cannibal?
Oh, I have no idea.
That's gonna really
Yeah.
hurt
That
Armie
was-
Hammer. They're in trouble.
More so than he already has been, I guess. But yeah, there was like I think women's or multiple women's bodies found near a hotel he was staying at. That was like in the middle of nowhere, essentially. And there apparently had already been other suspicious things linked to him and like really coincidental
Like
things.
he held on to a stair for too long, and they were like, "Yeah, that guy, he's
That's
looking,
him.
he's looking for food."
I just
You can tell.
because like if you're that famous and a good-looking actor, like you could.
You can eat people.
People can get away with it? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, you got people throwing themselves at you, so it's like
Tasty people.
I swear,
and
I didn't
occasionally-
kill an eater. She threw herself at me
on the grill.
into the grill and down my gullet.
Oopsie.
he is very
Yeah,
suspicious.
that came up hot and fast, but I didn't really look much into it because it was still
I went weird and then moved
divulging.
on.
Yeah. And
See,
then it
me
kind of
being a woman,
disappeared.
I read the story.
No, that makes sense.
Prepare myself.
That's frightening.
Did I make it awkward?
I won't be going to a hotel out in the middle of nowhere near a grill
Yeah.
ever again.
I am Armie Hammer suspect.
If you've been eating anybody, we need to know about this
Yeah, we
now.
need to get it.
I'm on the wrong show.
Suck down
For
some
the
more
record,
Malort.
we have had no prior knowledge of Matt eating or trying to eat anyone as of today.
Dude, same. It'd be really weird if I found out later.
I sleep eat.
Quick, wave your hand in front of him and see how he reacts.
Ooh, the darker meat.
I gotta be honest, after that, I would eat people to get the taste out of my mouth.
After
Oh my
Malort?
God.
Oh, God.
You could stop anytime you
This
want.
man, I mean,
Yeah, well, that's how
I
you know
gotta
it's a
do it.
problem.
he
can
didn't want
stop
it to go to
anytime.
waste.
I feel like the problem is the peer pressure.
Oh, no.
No.
I suggest that he could take another drink of Malort. I encourage
It's-
you not to.
It's more that, like, I don't want it to go to waste. That's good alcohol.
I think Malort
Well,
is
it's not good
made-
alcohol. It's alcohol. That's
it's
the
good
thing.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, well, it's a
Technically-
grape chaser.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to waste the Coke that's in
waste
it.
the soda.
I think it's a family business, and I think at this point it's
Man.
just a father and son that work there. So, and that's it.
So we're getting close to the end of the line.
We're getting close to the end of the line.
Good.
So what's crossing your taste palette right now is you are in rarefied air. Eventually, there will be people that don't know what Malort tastes like.
I think,
for
like,
better or worse.
People have asked me,
really
like, what's the taste you
don't
hate
wanna
the
know what it
most? And I
tastes
never
like.
really had a good answer, but now I've got it.
Dude,
This-
it is
Malort.
bitter, and then it just sits in the back of your throat.
Well, if you want a beer if you want a beer that was fresh by literally exactly 2 years ago,
Holy crap.
minus 1 day,
You're right.
6/25/2019.
Oh,
Nice.
There's some Austin Amber Ale, delicious.
I imagine it's way better than this.
It probably is.
I like that Nick, off camera, was like,
It's fine.
It's fine. It was in the fridge, and I was. It reminded
Well,
me
I mean,
of
it's like-
Matt moved here once because
I did.
you didn't move here multiple times.
Yeah.
And you got groceries.
Correct.
And I remember a year and a half later, you were talking about the gallon of milk you bought that day,
And see, in fairness,
and it was in
I
the
didn't-
fridge.
I didn't.
Year and a half. It's
didn't,
fine.
I didn't buy it. My mom bought it.
Okay.
And then I just forgot it was there.
Right.
And then like a year and a half later, I was getting ready to move, and I was like,
How big is your
that milk
fridge?
Year and a half later, you were like, "Hello, chunky lemon
so it was
milk."
just like in behind.
it was just like at the very back of
milk
it,
is
and I was
strong-
like,
that's gross.
Man, I feel
it
like
does.
I
It gets gross, but
That's
it
threw out the fridge pretty often.
it had never been opened.
Yeah.
So I was
you-
just like,
you crack into it?
no.
I did
It's
go,
been in the fridge.
Yeah, I guess you make a good point. And the fridge never opened. It probably kept the whole time.
it would be yogurt coming
Yeah.
out, I think. Cheese. full
I
cheese.
think that was one of those, like, Casey had moved down and she was like, "Yeah, I'll clean out the fridge," and I'm like, "You don't know what you've done. You don't know what you've done for your to
You've
yourself."
released it?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Let it out.
You just gotta go, "Oh, no, oh, no, and you just run away.
I think everyone's had the situation where you have leftovers in a Tupperware container that are in your fridge for
Way too long.
too long.
Yeah.
And then you realize it's in there, realize I don't want to risk opening this. So you just toss the whole Tupperware.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do that far more often.
That's a
Like,
human
See, the
experience.
fear that I have,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
that I've experienced a handful of times, is when you don't know that something's bad.
Oh.
You take it out, it looks good, you bite into it, and then you realize like at the back corner is like there's like mold. You just go, oh God, I just fucking.
Who's the
ate-
person in your
ate it."
relationship who tests? Like, if it's like, oh, is this milk? Do you know if this milk is good? Like, you'll take a sip or she'll take a sip.
I mean, it was never me because I couldn't smell before.
Oh, right. How's that going? by the way?
Oh my.
Can you
It
smell it?
tastes
Like-
stronger now?
So I haven't noticed taste being stronger. First and foremost, it's life changing.
Yeah. That's
I
amazing.
sleep at night. I close my eyes. I close my mouth. I don't wake up with the desert mouth. Boy, the amount of oxygen you can get when your septum isn't deviated
No
is
more
insane.
desk boys.
Well, don't say that. I still
figure out
want to be a part of
Don't
it.
hold it back, because when eventually he'll learn.
We'll
when he
make a
goes to bed,
device.
closes his eyes, closes his mouth, closes his nose, he'll get back in.
Yeah, I'll get back. You want to close my nose? No, I mean it's fantastic. I get like things don't taste different, but stuff like I like the smell of gas. At the gas station, I'm like, oh, gas smells good.
That's gasoline.
No, not that kind of gas. But
I
when
love
that
the smell of spray paint.
Oh yeah.
I sniff Sharpies.
No, but seriously, like some people, it's like
gas
I like the
stations
smell
smell
of gas, and I like.
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
shit.
Feel that.
At a gas station, refueling my car, took a big whiff, and it almost knocked me on my ass because I was
Yeah.
like, "Holy shit, that's strong! Wow, I've never
That's-
smelled
that's
like
gasoline.
that before. That's what gasoline smells like."
Just fall
So
over.
there's a lot of that, but I don't know. I'm like able to look back, and I'm slightly less like nasally when I'm talking, which is cool. But mostly just I'm able to breathe,
Yeah,
which is
biggest.
awesome. So I'm doing that, and then allergy shots as well, which is going super well. I got my second vial today.
Have you found yourself in a situation where there's a really bad smell and you miss not being able to smell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had
See,
that
that's-
this morning.
Where I go,
I wonder why.
I wonder.
What happened this morning? I've already forgotten.
Who's to say?
So you threw it out, right? Oh!
You put your fist down the
Furt
second
bell.
that happened.
I touched the table that
First
moment.
bell, or also known as the FERT bell.
FERT.
I want to take a second to thank everyone who is a FERT member. Because of you and your massive amount of love and support, we get to do all the amazing things that we get to do. For those of you that aren't signed up for FERT yet, why not? We've got a ton of cool shows. We've got a whole backlog. We've got Haunter, season 1 and 2. We've got
Get in
Last
there.
Laugh. We've got hardcore tabletop. We did Weird Place.
Weird Place.
That was fantastic.
Dead little roosters.
Dead Little Roosters, mini golf.
Tons
Yeah,
of
mini
stuff.
golf.
You
There's
got
a-
Camp Trail coming up in
There's
July.
a whole backlog of content that you can go ahead and watch on the site if you're a FERT member, and stuff to come as well. And I'll be completely honest, it's the most fun I have doing my job. Like,
Doing those like big shows.
Yeah.
playing Monopoly with real money. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Last laugh drained the soul out of me, but it was an experience.
It's also like, and I'll steal a little bit of the thanks here, but it's also, looking into the business of what we do, the stability that we've been afforded because of First members and that support us directly have enabled us to continue doing what we do despite quarantine happening, despite working from home. It really helped offset a lot of the pain points we have. So if you want to support us directly, we have ways to kind of say thank you, whether it's the exclusives or seeing things early, but there's the rewards program in the store now. But otherwise, if you wanted to support us directly, that's the way to
I've
do it.
also
So
heard
thank you.
that First members are the most attractive
It's true.
and like funny and smart of all.
Like-
the
And that's a
members.
promise.
Even
Or
if like you shit
sewer.
yourself, no one cares.
No one cares.
They don't care.
Because you're a
'cause
First
you're a
member.
Yeah.
You live in life.
So be beautiful.
Be beautiful.
Join
Yeah.
FERT up.
Hurry up.
You know?
Furt with the Furt shirt. There is a Furt shirt.
Put on your pants.
There is.
I'll sit myself.
All right.
You shat yourself this morning.
Did. So Gabu went to the vet this morning. She got weighed. She's healthy. She's got no more puppy teeth. All of her adult teeth are
She
in.
ate them all.
Nice.
Yeah, she did.
How'd
I mean,
that
I'm sure
happen
she
so
ate.
Well,
some.
yeah,
I've slipped on a couple of them, going, "What the hell is? Oh, it's like her tooth."
I don't even think about that with like cats, but they must do that too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, I'm sure they've eaten some of their
I've
like.
never found any of Ari's teeth.
Yeah, there's right, and they're
Maybe
just
she
gonna
still got 'em.
they're not gonna disintegrate.
She
But
collects
she's
them.
got all of her adult teeth. She's 18 pounds now. You guys met her when she was like 9 pounds.
Wow.
So she's like double her weight. But we finally hit that point where I feared it's time for her to get spayed.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
One, because we just don't want her, to get pregnant and have a bunch of puppies, and two, I mean, contractually from the breeder, she's not allowed to, because that's just the thing. But I was just like, oh
I mean,
man.
if she has one puppy, we could. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We can keep
If she put out
Yeah,
one,
Yeah, that's the thing. Puppies.
but it's gonna come in a
just one.
batch.
Just
And
one.
I go,
Yeah.
oh my
One
god,
batch.
there's like 9 loaves of bread running around.
She's just so cute. I want to gobble.
I know, but I was like, what's the process? How's it gonna be? So she's gonna be it's gonna happen in the morning in early July. She's gonna be at the vet's in the morning. She's gonna be with the vet throughout the day until the evening, and then she has to wear a cone for 10 days. And I was like, oh,
You could get like some cones are a little
like bougie, like a bougie cone?
like not as like
Cone?
big whole plastic things, but like a little softer and a little smaller. That maybe won't be like too cumbersome for her. It's more,
Yeah,
Maybe
especially
it's
because I hope they have smaller. I mean, they've got to have smaller ones. She's low to the
Yeah.
ground. So if
Yeah.
it's big, it's just going to be
Scrape.
scraping the ground the whole way.
I've seen that happen though, where there's like tiles, and so they scrape along, and
Oh, yeah.
at the grout
It's
line,
caught.
they go,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just thinking about that with like, because I've only had cats.
Yeah.
And that's like, I had one cat that lived indoor and outdoor, and he got neutered. And they were like, all right, now you watch him for 7 days, and you might want to put this cone on. I put him down after we got home, and he drunkenly stumbled down the steps in the front of my house. The cone fell off, and he was like, I'm gonna lay here. And then I never bothered with it again. He was fine. He was just like, I'm not touching
Yeah,
that.
What he's saying is the cat passed.
The cat's no longer with us.
But he just like stumbled
He
down
was
the stairs,
fine
and then
in heaven.
he like laid on the ground for like 20 minutes, and he got up, and he was like, I'm gonna go run around, and then he was fine. He
Wow.
just that was
There
just
you
his
go.
life.
Yeah,
The cat.
she's entering her toddler phase, so she's questioning everything, every command
She's
we
a
give
teenager.
her.
Oh.
Yeah. Yesterday, Jackie was, I was cleaning up the house, and Jackie was folding clothes, and I see, it's like I know her at this point. I know Gabu at this point. I don't quite know Jackie. I don't.
Yeah.
But like, I see her just like. Usually she just, she just walks around the house. But I saw her like scurry off, and she was just like scurrying off, and then went to Jackie's like office, and I was like,
Get tick call.
what's going on here? I opened the door. I went, hey, boo, like what's happening? And then like I open the door, and then she's got Jackie's sock in her mouth, and then she just bolts like out the office, and I was like, "What? This isn't a conversation. You know you can't have that."
It's like she got caught with drugs.
Yeah, she was just like, you could see it in her face. She was like, "Shit, I'm caught," and then just bolts out of there.
Where's she going?
I'm like, "Where are you gonna go?"
You know this place is locked down.
Got
the sock.
I was like, "You're not
Scatter.
You're not going anywhere. Where are you going with that sock? You can't have that sock." But yeah, she did her little like, I'm just gonna scurry, because she knew that she's not supposed to have it. And I went, that's just too smart for her own good.
She's so smart.
That's the same shit that I see with like my cat. Like she knows stuff she's not supposed to do.
Yeah.
And she does it when she wants something.
Yeah.
Like she'll be like,
Yep.
"Hey, my food's getting a little low. I'm gonna get on the coffee table. Oh, what's this? That's on the floor. That's how'd that happen? That's weird. Oh,
love
there's
the way
other
cats
things
do
too.
that.
Yeah, they just go.
And then they just tap
They
it.
kind of just
Yeah.
tap
They
it a
know
little
exactly
bit.
And then
They
like
try and
push the
she'll
limits.
like meow and like have me look at her too, and she'll be like, "This?"
You fucking
Yes.
what?
Watch
Yeah.
me as I
Yeah.
do this.
And I'm
I like
like-
the way this falls.
I'm just like, no, look, you have food in the bowl. Just because you don't have like full food doesn't mean you can't eat the food. You're eating the food in the bowl, and then
Yeah.
she just eventually accepts it.
See, that's the
But-
thing I like about corgis. They're so low to the ground. Everything I put up on the shelf, I go, you'll never be able to
ain't
touch it,
getting this.
ever.
Yep.
You ain't gonna get up there.
I was home, like I mentioned the last week, and I witnessed a murder, I think. I think I saw something.
I thought you were going to talk about your
Murders?
dogs.
Jeez.
No, I have
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
perfect
thought,
segue
yeah.
to talk about your two adorable pups.
I have
back
two
home.
beautiful little pups back home.
Maybe he'll get there
They're
when
great.
they killed someone.
Oh, there, yeah.
Oh, hi there again. Just wanted to let you know that this episode of Off Topic is also brought to you by Omen. Sick of all those randos sliding into your team chat whenever you and your friends are just grouped up trying to have fun playing your favorite games? Well, then you need your own private oasis, your own paradise in the wasteland that can be online gaming. You know what I'm talking about. Oasis is a free and easy to use add-on for Omen Gaming Hub that creates a virtual room for you and up to 15 of your friends for private gaming and watch parties. But Oasis isn't just any virtual room. With low latency screen sharing and seamless audio quality, you can quit worrying about technical difficulties, stop arguing over who has the worst internet connection, and get back to playing. That's what we're all here for. And because you can use your voice or text to chat while you share your screen or play along with someone else's, Oasis is the best way to hang out when you can't, well, hang out in person. Make sure you have Omen Gaming Hub installed, then get the Oasis add-on to build your own gaming paradise. Play together, watch together, chat together, share together, all with Oasis by Omen. Download Oasis on the Omen Gaming Hub and try out the beta right now. Do it.
Witness the pup murder.
Well, no. So I look out the front window and I'm watching this man there's a little strip between the sidewalk and the street where there's that little boulevard of grass.
Of Broken Dreams.
Of Broken Dreams, yes. And the guy's got one of those old school like push blade mowers, and I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted one of those because you see them work in the cartoons that they just off they go. And if you don't have a whole lot of grass, why bother with a cumbersome motor and lawnmower and whatnot? So anyway, he's out there. I can tell he's really struggling. I think this is the first time he's used it. He's pushing it maybe 2 or 3 feet at a time. He's really struggling because you got to get the wheels turning so the blades turn. And he's piling through. The grass is like nice and luscious and thick. I think it had just rained, so it's looking beautiful and green. But he's leaving back so many piles of grass behind him. He's really struggling through it. His son's just like maybe 5 years old.
No.
La la da, la da, hanging around behind him. He's playing in the grass, throwing it like confetti. And at one point, he picks up a handful, walks to his dad, and chucks it into his back. It explodes all over his dad's back, and his dad doesn't do anything. And the kid's like, he stood up, light in his eye as if he's learned something. So he walks back. I'm watching this guy, and the kid picks up a huge, just as much as he could scoop up, all this loose grass, piles it up, walks around in front of his dad as his dad's like sweating, struggling to mow this grass. He's not really moving. He's just going like back and forth. Kid comes around, looks him dead in the eye, and like full bean chucks it right in his face. And his dad staggers backwards.
Oh my God.
And
Allergy Central.
just blasts him in the face with all this grass. And the dad kind of like staggers back. He composes himself, brushes the grass off, and looks at his son, says something, and the son looks dejected and goes inside. The dad goes back to struggling with the grass or whatever. And time goes on. I go back inside to do whatever I was doing, playing with the dogs or whatever, and I start hearing the same sound again, because that's what drew me to the window in the first place, was this shh, shh, this sound. And I was like, what is going on outside? So I look, so I go back to the window. He's around the corner now.
He's mowing the child.
He goes around the corner. He's on this strip of grass now that I don't know if it's his neighbors or if he's like helping out somebody or if this is also his place. I don't know what he's doing because the HOA takes care of this anyway. But this guy's out here mowing some more grass. And so I don't know why, but I was just enamored watching this man use that old school mower and he's holding it down.
Hard.
Well, just about that time, the door to the house that the kid went in opens. The kid comes marching out with a purpose. He goes down the stairs.
What is up with this kid?
He leaves the door open. He goes down around the stairs. He goes onto the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I assume this was his older brother, because another bigger kid follows him out.
Oh, man.
And they're both heading towards where the father is. I don't know what the man was holding, what the kid was holding, but I see a gleam in the sun. So I'm thinking this guy's got like a knife or a pipe or something like that.
Turns out that man mowing was a robber.
I'm narrating this whole thing, dying, cracking up.
Plot twist, stepdad, they hate him.
Yeah. I was like looking through the
Wow,
shutters.
he died mowing the yard. I don't know how that happened.
Looking through the shutters, cackling, and just narrating this whole thing to my family as what was happening. I was like, wait a minute. Now there's a kid. He's coming out. I think he's got a pipe. Is that a knife? And he walks around. They go after, and then they round the corner. The dad had just gone out of sight mowing the lawn. Now they're out of sight. I don't know what happens, but all I need to say is I haven't seen that man mow his lawn since. And I'm thinking he might be 6 feet under, really fertilizing the lawn.
How old was the older kid?
Oh, if I had to guess, it was like a 5-year-old and then like a 9 or he was like a beefy 9-year-old.
Different story.
Beefy 9-year-old coming out with something shiny. And it didn't look like he was like
Trying to take out dad's
Killing the
kneecaps.
dad.
What are you doing? I'm trying to mow this lawn.
I like to think this kid saved that family house. It was a man who was trying to break in, and he was doing all sorts of
he was
weird,
mowing the
suspicious
yard.
things. Mowing the yard and taking out their trash.
Dude,
I'm gonna get those kneecaps. I was just cackling at the idea that this kid was chucking handfuls of grass at his dad. His dad did not care. His dad was like, whatever.
that
And then he got
guy, kids must change you. 'Cause
probably.
I'm thinking like, if I had a kid and they did that to me, I would not have a kid.
Oh yeah, that guy
They'd
was
be gone.
You know, maybe that's what it was. Maybe they had a scuffle out back to figure out who was going to be the alpha of the
could be
family,
a-
and only one can survive.
Yeah.
But like you see the kid really pushing his limits, and you see the dad already dead inside, going, whatever, man, just
be it too, I forgot.
whatever. I'm just gonna deal with this.
They're defeated.
Until the kid walks around, I can see it now as vivid as day. The giant handful of grass, the look up at his father, and the poof, grass everywhere.
I'd be so mad because that would trigger allergies for me.
Dude, yeah, no.
That would be the
I would
most-
Oh,
just
you
eat-
got your mass flow. All that would go
eat it,
straight to the brain.
Which, oh my goodness, and I highly recommend this to everyone because I had no surgery. They reduced my turbinate and they fixed my deviated septum. One of the things about the recovery process is to use like a nasal spray, right? So I had a little plastic bottle. I put water and salt, and then I would shove it up one nostril and spray half the bottle, go up and out the other nostril. And then I was talking to my ENT, and I was like, oh, when, it's like, do that for 2 more weeks. And I was like, oh, okay. So then after that, stop. And he's like, really? Just do it once a day. And it is something I'll do once a day for the rest
Forever?
of my, for
Is
the rest
it
of my life.
like really good?
Yeah, because like my nose is like, it's good now, it's fixed, but like every night I do it, I just do the, a little, nostril spray of sprints of water and salt. And every time afterwards, and like I blow my nose, boogers come out, snot, all that kind of stuff. And then I lay down, I'm just like, holy shit, some spiders. And I just go, holy shit, like I could, like, wow, it's so
Good.
clear.
Yeah.
And the number of times I've had started to have an allergy attack, and I just like spray like the nasal spray up there, and I'm cleared up afterwards. I'm like, holy crap! Like,
Flush the
why
histamines out.
haven't I been doing this? For
Have you ever done?
Is that like the neti pot or whatever?
Neti
It's
pot.
Is it
similar
like
to
that?
neti pot, but
just a
easier. 'Cause
clear
it's just like a little just a little plastic bottle. You put water, you put salt, and you just spray it up one nostril, spray up the other.
I feel like I have the opposite approach, where I've got such a buildup of allergies that it stops new ones. It's like
They're like
No,
blocked
we
in.
can't get in.
There's a line. Please let us into it.
There's a line down this guy's nose.
Fend
I
for
can't get
yourself.
it back.
I've been waiting here for 2 years, dude.
Bureaucracy, right? Anyway.
I love that you went every sip you take. Don't cut to me, cut to that man.
I'm struggling over here.
Every sip you take, you're like barely hanging on, but
It's terrible.
But you raise the glass
like-
with such conviction.
No, dude, you
that
gotta
you're
have
like,
Doesn't have to do it.
you went like,
I gotta do it.
Oh, here we
I'm still
go.
committed.
Yes,
Here
and
it
then
goes. This show's not over yet. Yep.
and normally it's
Dude.
because you pour heavy, and I'm very grateful you didn't pour heavy today because.
I mean, I
He
did.
did. I think he
did.
did.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I did.
Well,
And I'm not.
Normally it is because of that. This
over
is,
exaggerating. That stuff is not great.
do you want a
at all.
shot? Do you want like a little?
this is like
snippet taste.
Yeah.
It is.
like you were.
It
you're
is an.
speaking-
It is an
speaking about grass.
experience.
It's
It
definitely an
tastes.
experience.
It tastes like a lawn that you've put pesticides on,
Maybe.
and then
Maybe
like,
I found the guy that makes Malort. Maybe that's what
The
that
father
was.
and son.
And he's like,
And they're
we need to.
they're undercover kid agents.
Family business is us.
And they're
Dad.
God.
And they killed him and they put him in the
Don't
Malort.
want that business.
it's
I'm
like
literally
every
taking-
like
Make
all
it
the
very
weeds
small.
in your yard have been blended up, and they put that in there, and then I don't know,
Dandelion wine?
pesticides and
Put that there for
some
a second.
probably birds. It's terrible.
That was accidental, but if
Yeah,
you get in there.
it got
I think
in
it's
there.
burning through the bottom of the mug.
It's like alien acid.
Yeah, you got to keep it out of that mouth. You got to swallow as fast as you can.
Yeah, Barbara, every
It's
time.
so weird.
This was
Yeah.
full
Like-
once.
Walk us
It-
through it.
It doesn't taste like alcohol.
Nope.
No.
It tastes like something went wrong.
Correct. That's correct.
That's
That is,
how you want to describe a product.
And it also it stays in your mouth and it changes
Yup.
to worse and worse flavors.
Exactly. 'Cause
Yeah.
when I first took a sip, I went, "Oh, this isn't that bad."
Yeah, and then you're like-
and then it went bitter,
It's-
and then it sat in the back
It's really
of
like-
my throat, very bitter.
it's really
And I
getting
said,
me
"This
like
is
now.
the worst experience ever."
I think the only thing
why
that
do we-
compares to it.
Why is so much of it gone?
I don't know.
How
Yeah.
is-
That's,
Who's
that
been
was-
drinking
Look how much
that?
of this
Wait,
is
yeah, I
gone.
was like,
drinking that.
I can only assume.
That wasn't you.
No, it certainly wasn't me. This is the first time I've ever had it. I can only assume that's a remnant of Jeremy. Like
Jeremy?
doesn't care.
Malort?
He could down it whether it's like good or not.
No.
Oh man.
Like he would
Shout
just be
out to
like, it's
Copyright.
alcohol and that's
Every
it.
sip you take
All right, it's almost
somehow
gone.
gets worse.
Finish it.
Finish that.
He's bottoms up.
Didn't happen. Now you have a reward.
Oh God. I think the only time that I've come close to a flavor like that, and this is a very specific memory.
Yeah.
I was at my cousin's house. He has a big open backyard, like a bunch of trees and
excuse me.
forest down there. He
I
lives
had
kind
to
of
get out.
He lives near like just some open land. And for whatever reason, you're a kid, you taste things. I plucked a dandelion, and when you pluck it, you know, it cuts the stem, it breaks it, and then it bleeds a little bit. And it was like some white liquid that was inside the stem, and I was like, what is that? And I touched it, and it left a little white ring on my finger, and I was like, for whatever reason, I was like, huh. And I put it on my tongue, and I tasted it. Tastes like Malort.
That's very much what
It's
it tastes
exactly
like.
what that tastes like.
Yeah.
I shit you not. Go home, pluck a dandelion, unless it's toxic. Look it up.
I think
I'm not
you,
your
I
doctor.
think you could eat a dandelion.
Pluck a dandelion,
I think you could eat one.
lick the little white stuff that comes out of it.
Or just
That's what
buy
that
some.
tastes like.
Malort.
Don't.
I would
You know.
suggest not.
Keep that family in business for hundreds of years.
They're like, please stop. Please.
We don't want to make it more than you want to drink it.
Release us.
Stop.
This was just like,
Hey, cut
this was a
to.
deal with the devil that they had to
It's
fulfill.
like we have to do
The
it.
day that you can get 15 full tankards, and they've got like these giant brewery tankards, the day you can fill all 15 is the day that you can stop. And they're like, they keep drinking it. Why are they drinking this? Why are they buying
What
it?
I picture is that the Malort factory is the three fates.
Thomas Malort.
Is the
Yeah.
three fates from Hercules over a cauldron going, I don't know why they're witches in
I'm
this.
just I'm just imagining like there's another son too, and he's like trapped until they can like beat him down with the devil.
It's like
And
the only
just
two.
like you.
It's like the stuff that who gives it to him? I think Diesel gives to Neo in the Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's just
right.
like- and he's like, no, it wasn't Diesel. It was the guy that betrayed him.
Cypher?
Cypher.
Yeah, and he
It was
goes,
Cypher.
oh.
Well, that's
Yeah.
definitely a betrayal.
Tastes
drink,
like
I'll
jet
tell you
fuel,
that.
but
Yeah.
you know, it's all they have or whatever.
Yep.
Didn't we watch that movie recently? No. Did we?
We watched it recently in the grand scheme of things. I think last year sometime we watched it. I remember.
It's fresh in my mind.
That's definitely like a series that you go, all right, it's been long enough. I'm gonna watch it
Right.
again.
Yeah.
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 Never watched it.
Really?
What?
We had this conversation before.
All right, so there's a
Oh,
couple
I
things.
drank too much Malort since then. My
Yeah,
brain's
no,
melted.
it's just-
Tell me
it-
about
wait,
it.
wait,
Is
erased the
there a
Matrix.
particular reason why, or
I
just
just
never got around
never
to it?
got around to it.
Interesting.
Yeah, like,
Matt,
see the first one and you're good.
I'm picking
Yeah,
up
yeah,
a little
that's kinda what I
trend
thought, too.
here, my guy.
Where
You're
I
resting on your laurels. You're sitting here like you're like a bird with a pile of eggs
We-
under it. And sometime you just gotta wake up, crack
Just
those,
it's
make a few
scramble.
omelets. Just like a bird would.
I just
You've got all of Disney Plus under.
would.
What's wrong with the analogy? Does it not track?
Oh, I'm reading the chat.
I keep laying.
You guys do your thing.
Barbara's genuine concern for me today.
I keep laying these things. I'm supposed to eat them, right? Like that's what happens.
But you got like all the Disney Plus stuff. You got the Matrix series. I wonder what else you're resting on that
Oh,
you're
there's
just
a
like,
lot.
oh, someday I'll get around to this. I'm gonna binge the whole
You and
trilogy.
Jeremy.
The
seem
problem.
to-
Yeah,
that's-
you and Jeremy need to have
a lot of
Well, it's
Date
like,
night.
and I watch more movies than him. Like I've
Yeah.
seen more than he has. Like,
Yeah.
But it's often like, hey, there's a new game out. I'll play that instead of watching this, and you know.
games are the go-to.
Yeah.
See, I want like a docuseries based around Matt, because there's so many things that Matt does that fascinates me. Like when we all before off topic last week, we all went to lunch because we did Let's Roll, so we had like 3 hours of time. And so they were
Yeah.
like, "Have fun, hang around." And I went, "No, we're gonna go
yeah,
eat,
no.
and then I'll probably just head home." But we decided to go
Someone get
eat.
my fries.
Probably. But we decided to go eat food. We got Tex-Mex, and
Nice.
so everyone's like,
Excellent
"Oh,
choice.
enchilada, burrito, tacos," and Matt was like, "Hamburger," and they're like, "Cheese?" He's like, "No cheese," and I went, "Fascinating." And then I went, "Matt, why not?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't like tacos and burritos." I'm like, "I would like to know more."
It's just meat with different carb
you like
delivery
Taco Bell?
systems.
No.
No, he doesn't. Anytime
don't.
we've done the Bell
I get
or
like
Taco
nachos or
Breezy's,
something.
yeah,
I mean,
he
look,
would
that's
walk
smart.
across
You've
the street
tried
to,
it and don't
to
like it?
I got
Popeyes.
Popeyes, yeah.
Try it
Yeah.
and don't like it, or is
I've
it?
tried it and
smart.
didn't like it.
Okay.
Do
My-
not live Moss.
He
Don't-
lives across
I'll
the
live
street at
moss on your
Popeyes.
behalf.
Well, and like my part of that's mental, because like when I was a kid, my parents didn't believe me when I said I'm full, and they took me to Taco Bell, and I was just like, "You're really calling my bluff here. Fine, I'll eat your food," and then puke it all over the floor at Taco Bell.
Dang.
Never went back to Taco Bell, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Taco Bell
they
experience.
never took me
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Well, more so it sounds like a bad experience for Taco Bell.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's both, and I'm talking about it now.
one of those
so,
ones
like,
where you get
it's just-
sick
It's
off the
circling
food.
back.
Hey there, everyone at home. RTX is right around the corner, and in addition to awesome 10 days of content that we have going on, we have some evening events that I wanted to talk about before we get into our fantastic sponsors. We have Theater Mode Live. You know what Theater Mode is. It's back. It's happening. Please join us there. We've got a summer action movie named Mercenary. So if you've ever heard of that, that's the one we're going to watch. It's got gunfights, explosions, more explosions, and a bad guy from The Karate Kid. So if you're familiar with that, I think it'll be exciting, so please come out. RTX at home, we've got the rave. That's right, DJ Jonk is back. He's going to be hosting the rave, so get your glue sticks, get your glow sticks and your glue sticks. I don't know what you're doing with them, but have a good time at the rave. We also have a GTA roleplay series that we're gonna do, so it's gonna be kind of like the heist we've done before, mixed with a little bit of Unruly Rollers roleplay in there. Will be a lot of fun. In addition to Face Jam Live, for the first time ever, Face Jam will record an episode live. Our heroes will let you know what food to get, and then they review it in front of you, right in front of your very eyes, digitally. So join Michael Jones, Jordan Swears, Eric Badur, and Sauce Monkey Nick for a special live taping of Face Jam. So if those sound interesting to you, go to rtxevent.com, get your tickets there, and we'll see you all over the course of the RTX week. Super excited about it and excited to see you all there. Yeah, if you get
so-
sick on something, you usually can't come back.
Do you just not like
Yeah.
tortillas? Like, what is the?
No, I love.
I think
like,
it's just that he got
tortilla
sick.
chips.
I never knew
I
that.
get that, but like, I don't know. They're just tortillas.
so good.
Meat.
Tortilla's great.
Good. Cheese. Good.
It's all right. Yeah.
Lettuce.
She's all right. See, again,
You get
fascinating.
It's just like.
Especially-
Well, that's the thing.
all right.
Cheese. It's like I gotta be in the mood for it. You know.
Matt, in this
don't think of-
country, we
See,
eat
this is
cheese.
why I
in this
wanted
country,
a
we
documentary
start
of
cheese in
Matt.
caves. Did you know that?
It's okay. not
I
to
mean,
like
like
it.
seriously,
I
throw
know.
that
I
on
don't
the
care.
poster.
This doesn't affect me at
cheese,
all.
you gotta
I've
be
lived
in the
my life
mood
the whole
for
way.
it. Who says that about cheese? It's usually like I love cheese, or
always
like,
the mood.
or like I can't do cheese.
All right, Tony, you can listen in again. I gotta now that
To be
we're past the
fair,
poo thing.
I feel you, Matt, because there's sometimes, especially like if we're talking burgers specifically, where like sometimes I want a cheeseburger, sometimes I just want a
Yeah,
hamburger.
exactly.
We,
You know?
I despise a hamburger.
But you also get other things on it.
I
so it
need-
isn't
Yeah.
ever just meat,
I like
a
In
slab of
fairness,
meat on
I
a bun.
normally,
I like
well, I
tomatoes,
now,
lettuce,
I do
pickles,
like
all that
the
stuff.
slab of meat on a bun. I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah.
But like, I'll get more stuff on it now. I've evolved from the past.
What have you? Let's walk through this evolution. Let's see what we're putting
what
on this
was-
slab.
Lettuce,
What
some
was-
onions here and there.
Whoa! Okay, that one's actually startling.
Ketchup, mustards, you know.
Onions are
Whoa.
good.
mustards.
Whoa.
Multiple different flavors
Very,
of mustard.
yes, not just the basic yellow, but the
yellow
Dijon,
to honey.
Brown mustard.
the honey.
And it's like then I doused it in sugar.
Everything tastes better then.
I just like the idea of you watching Matt do things and go, fascinating.
It really. That's exactly
he
how.
takes it a notebook.
Dude, that's
It's like
that's exactly how it goes on in my head. I go, whoa, okay.
it's like Planet Earth with David Attenborough, like narrating Matt's
Yeah, we
life,
see.
and every now and then something
Eating the
happens,
Big
and
Mac.
Fredo pops out of a bush and goes, "Fascinating!" Like just everything that happens.
They always
a lot
say
of-
the young Matt Brad.
There'd be a lot of
Doing
color.
his
I wouldn't be able to hold it
makeup.
straight. I'd be like, wow, look at this motherfucker not put cheese in that hamburger. God damn, that's fascinating. Like, it'd be
like,
some ghetto-ass
There's
documentary
some shit where it's like,
commentating.
I might not want the cheese, but I'm just like, nah, it's not worth taking it off. Like a Big Mac.
I mean, to be
if I
honest,
ever-
there probably really isn't any taking it off.
He's like,
Mac.
"I'll
Cheese
suffer
is on
through
there.
it."
You don't
usually-
take
it's
anything off of
melted.
Big
Oh yeah,
Mac.
no, if it's
made
on
the
there,
way
I'm
it's
like,
supposed to be.
I didn't really want it, but I eat it.
I'll suffer. I'll put it down.
I'll put it down. But like,
I'll make it happen.
whenever I order a Big Mac or something like
shove
that, I'm
that
like,
down.
no pickles. No pickles.
On a Big Mac?
But
You
Yeah.
gotta get the pickles.
No, you don't.
Do
You
you
really
really
don't.
You really
see,
don't.
and I think the
I give
pickles.
the pickles a
Take them
dab.
off,
Have the
nothing
pickles.
changes.
I think-
It's the exact same.
No, dude.
a big
You're
better.
missing out. You're
I
missing
think
out on
the
flavor.
pickles
Here
is
you go,
another
wow,
thing where it's like I
Big
didn't
Mac,
want pickles.
the
in
home
my
of the
burger. I
pickles.
like to eat pickles separately when I was younger.
Oh, you don't like
Yeah.
How can I eat this
Interesting.
pickle without
But-
the Mac?
But I ordered it
can't.
off my burger, and then it was on my burger frequently enough because of stupidity that I was like, I hate these now. I hate
Wow.
these in the burger setting.
Well,
In the burger setting, in the burger arena.
But I'll eat them regularly.
Or
I'll solo a
you
pickle.
suffer the fate that I suffered, and from 2 different McDonald's in the span of a month, order a Big Mac, bite into it, it's mayonnaise.
instead of Big Mac sauce.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Big old glob of mayonnaise. I took a
why?
picture of it too, and I
got someone
actually
working there who doesn't
printed
know
out
the
that
difference.
picture
Yeah.
and showed it during the stand-up that I did during RTX. It looks like just
Mayonnaise is good,
How
but
do you make
not
that
in
mistake?
large doses.
I don't. It happened twice at 2 separate McDonald's.
That's so weird.
Someone's fucking with
Next
me.
time you say nay on that mayonnaise. Get him out of there. Thank you very
There it
much.
is.
Yep.
There it
I'm
is.
here for another 15 minutes.
I didn't really like mayonnaise for a good while either, and I tried it once. I was like, that's okay.
I mean, I
Give it a
love
shot.
mayonnaise, but just like when you're, it's the same thing
It's,
when
you're not expecting it.
when you're
right?
expecting to take a sip of,
Yeah.
of Coke out of your cup and straw, and it's like Sprite.
Yeah.
Sprite's good. It just
messes
throws
with
you
you.
off though.
Yeah.
I think I drank. Oh wow, this is throwing me back. I think I had. So you mixed Coke with Sprite one time,
I do that a lot. Yeah.
and my Coke was sat next to yours, and I tasted yours. Didn't even recognize. I just didn't even register that there was Sprite in it. And Matt. And then I went back to eating, and Matt's like, Did you not notice?
Wait.
I can
did
see
not.
it. Matt's
And then-
mannerism like, did you
You
not?
do.
and then,
This is the thing.
and
You
then the
do Coke and Sprite.
germ-aware person in me went, and I was like, just shut down burger. Yeah, it was like
turn around.
it was like Total Recall when Arnold got thrust into the atmosphere of Mars. And then a week later, I had appendicitis. So Matt, thank you for that.
Anytime.
I almost
glad,
died.
glad to
That's how
help
that
you
works.
out. Your appendix just isn't built like mine. Right?
I didn't realize that was a thing that everybody
Wait, hold on.
did.
Did it say that you mix Coke and Sprite together?
Is that what you said? Coke
Yeah,
and Sprite?
yeah.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. Fascinating.
Bart,
And I don't do it all the time.
Wow.
I don't do it all the time.
They're
Sometimes I'm
completely
like,
different
let's just
flavors.
go.
Yeah, but
Welcome
hold
to
on
the-
a second.
to the
though.
life of Matt
Hold
Bragg.
on, actually,
don't-
let's like pull back
They
on
don't
the
go
curtain here.
together.
Put the lime in the coconut, right?
Exactly, Coke with lime.
Coke with
Coconut,
lime was a
not
whole
Coke.
thing.
It was great stuff.
Coconut is not Coke.
I didn't say coconut.
Yeah, but that's what the song was.
That's
is
what
he
the
put
song
the lime
is.
in the
Exactly.
coconut.
Exactly.
The lime in the
that
Coke
was
is
the-
you nut.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You're fucking
And he
crazy.
did.
After he drank it, he was like, "Ugh."
You know the commercial I'm referring to. Exactly. It was coconut with lime. That's what you did. You made it happen. There's more bubbles.
And
There's more carbonation in the
I love
Sprite.
Coke
None
with
of it
lime.
makes
It was
sense.
great.
Yeah, it all
I'm
makes
baffled.
sense.
Absolutely.
Absolutely fascinating.
Wonder.
I did some content with you guys the last couple weeks. We did some Let's Rolls together.
Hell yeah.
And there were so many inside jokes referencing you
Oh yeah.
that I just like couldn't keep up with. Like so much
hard.
of like there was
Was
like
I there?
We gotta
Yeah.
have like
I-
a Matt cheat sheet.
there was one it was like talking
It's-
about like lunch and diet and
It's
dessert
weird.
and
It's
donuts.
weird because like I'm not there for those normally.
Oh, I was thinking Gartic phone.
But you're there in spirit.
no, I'm
yeah,
thinking
whether I like it or not, I'm there.
Monikers and
Yeah.
Medium.
Yeah.
Were the two games.
Oh
we
yeah,
played
Yeah.
Monikers. That never happened.
I'm on a diet. It's time to have a meal.
together. What are you talking about?
That
Monikers?
Let's Roll doesn't exist.
Yeah, and Medium doesn't exist either. You know what? We never filmed anything. We haven't filmed those.
Don't go watch Monikers.
Don't watch
Don't
those.
watch it. You don't need to.
I think you should watch it around the 23-minute mark.
Wow, you know the time code.
Only because it was every second comment. I think it was 23.
With every fiber of my being, I was begging for someone to stop me.
Just the realization, and then you going, and you looking right at me.
I saw it.
I immediately went, my brain went panic mode. Hold on, don't do anything. I know exactly what it is. My brain just like, let me file through it. And the little SpongeBob in my head was like, where is it? Where is it? Where the fuck is the file? Where is it? Where is it? And the hand started coming out. I'm like, oh, no. I got it. Pass it to the mouth. Pass it to the mouth.
The greatest part about it that I don't know if you saw or if you even knew you were doing this, but when you started doing the action, you were like looking at Trevor, but you did like a little glance to me too. I think just
Subconscious.
subconsciously.
It's just the panic. The panic. And it felt wrong, and I panicked, but the points were on the line, and I don't know. I kind of blacked out.
Yeah,
But don't go watch that.
because nothing happened. There was nothing
Yeah,
there.
nothing there.
There.
We haven't filmed Let's Roll in years.
It's
Johnny
I don't
Depp.
even know, but God damn it, I know. I know. Man, that
Meal.
medium
He's in
game
CFD
is
stuff.
like the new go-to right now.
What's that?
The
Medium
medium
is
game,
fun.
It's
Oh, it was good
so
stuff.
much fun.
Wish
and
wish
What
we
is it?
found that
I
game.
haven't played it.
oh, we gotta get you in some medium.
It's when you get a card, you get a deck of cards that have words on it.
Okay.
And then let's say you and I are teaming up right now because we're sitting next to each other. I play a card. Let's say it says donut.
narwhal.
Donut. And then you have a
yes.
card and you're like,
Well, I'm well aware.
let's put snack on the table. And so we have to find a word that matches the two, that like relates to both of them. So
Donut.
you go 3, 2, 1, and then you have to say a word.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
sync up, and you have
Yeah.
three
Okay.
chances. You have a couple power-ups or whatever, but the earlier in the round you can get it, the more you draw from that point category, and then
Yeah.
each point category ranges, like, I think it's like
Yep.
4 to 5, 2 and 3, and then 1, something like that.
Yeah. It's really fun.
It's really fun, and it's really fun playing with Jackie. Before I tell you how Jackie did, we were playing. Jackie and I were playing with Gavin Meg, and Jackie put down beer, and Gavin put down game. So obviously, beer, game. You're thinking like, no, it was like alcohol and game, and then it was just like, oh, like
beer pong.
beer pong, right?
beer pong.
So, they counted down 3, 2, 1. Jackie said beer pong, and when the countdown hit 1, Gavin went, ping! And it was like, what? What? He said,
Your brain does break during
ping!
it.
And we went, Gavin, what?
Ping?
Yeah, ping.
Probably 'cause he was hearing pong.
And he was thinking ping,
Oh, yeah.
pong, and he was like, no,
yeah.
that's not it. And then he panicked and said, ping.
I can hear his ping pong
Yeah.
brain rattling
And
around.
we were just like, how'd you fuck that up? 'Cause especially before, right? They're both like, easy.
Right.
And he's-
You have to have
Ping.
a word ready, and
Yeah.
then count down, and it's there. Just spill out the word
Yeah.
at the ready.
Yep.
And
And I was just like, what? Meg and I was just like, what the fuck? There was another moment where Jackie and I were playing. Jackie put down a card, and I went, cool, here's another card. And it was something really easy, like Bat Cave, right? So we're just like, cool, awesome, bat cave. We know what we're gonna say here.
Yes.
And then I went, okay, ready? And then Jackie blurted out the answer, and I went, I didn't even count down. I didn't even say 3.
She was so excited.
She was so excited.
What was the word? Were you both gonna say the same thing?
It was like cash and steal. So then I went, okay, ready? And she said, robber. And I went, okay.
That's
I
not
didn't-
ready, but okay.
Yeah.
Ready? Robert.
Ready.
Because it's like, ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1. I said, ready? She said, robber. And I went, okay,
Oh,
well.
she was like,
She was
at the start, yeah.
ready,
And she
yeah.
heard R from ready and was like, yeah, Robert, you said ready.
She knows there's a countdown.
Well, she was very, she's very excited.
She gets very excited.
Were you gonna say the same thing though?
No, I was gonna say something else. So
Okay.
it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Johnny
Okay.
Depp.
But
Cutlass
see now, this game is screwing me over
Let's
because
see, knife and
there's
pirate.
so many.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah, it was not even pirate. And I said,
I said sword.
yeah, and I said Johnny Depp.
Not
And
Jack
Michael was
Sparrow.
like, obviously
Right
it's sword.
there.
If you want to get fancy, it's cutlass. You didn't even say Jack Sparrow. You said Johnny Depp.
I said Johnny Depp. I did. I did. There's so many moments
Admittedly,
in that
I would have
game.
immediately defaulted to Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's
I
other
just-
things he's done, but like you go down
Yeah.
a list, you're like,
And also, you
this
just
makes sense.
You just
Jack
overthink
Sparrow.
things.
Well, Jack Sparrow had come up a few times, so you were probably
Yeah.
already moving past it. in your
Yeah, yeah.
mind.
What's that?
Well,
Captain
we-
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
And it also has like big argument. There's like you get into like an argument. I remember Jackie and I, like Jackie, we were just like, what? And it's because like I played criminal, and Jackie played green, right?
Oh, nice.
Green, criminal, Riddler,
Hulk.
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy. So we
right.
counted down,
puts a lot of
and I
proper
said
damage
we
on
counted
his
down, and I said Loki, and Jackie
that's a good
said she was like Sinestro, which is a DC villain. It is a Green Lantern villain. He has the power of the Ring of Fear, which is yellow.
Yeah.
And Jackie just went, what the? Your favorite villain, Sinestro from Green Lantern. And I'm like, yeah, he's yellow. And she went, no, but Green Lantern's your favorite thing ever. And you love Sinestro. I went, cool, he's yellow.
He's
I just kept
yellow.
saying- She just kept,
pieces
she
are
just
right.
kept Jackie just yelling in my face. So it's like Jackie going, it's Green Lantern, you love Sinestro. And I just kept sitting there going, he's yellow.
He's yellow,
As soon as
yeah.
you said Sinestro, I went, my brain froze. And I went,
yellow.
but
But he's yellow. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and then in my
I
head,
see
I was
where she
like,
was going from.
I was like,
though.
No, which I
Technically, he was
yeah,
a
it
Green
was
Lantern.
legit. But you want to try and get there in the least amount of steps possible, right?
okay. Well,
That's
what'd
why
you
you
do
gotta
after
keep it
Sinestro and Loki, though? What'd you
I
do
have
there?
no idea because that dude
That's
the
tough.
whole thing. Because
Yeah.
it was Jackie going, hey, Green Lantern, Sinestro. And I just kept sitting there with a straight face looking at Michael, just going, he's yellow. He's yellow.
He was green.
He was
For a
green. He
time.
led the Lantern Corps, but I mean, like, let's be honest. I don't think Jackie remembers that.
But the comic
But
says green.
Super fun.
He's yellow.
Super fun game.
I feel like we're usually pretty good at like
Oh, yeah.
reading each other's
There he is.
thoughts.
There, wow,
That's
look
yellow.
at that.
Look at all that green up there.
But
He's
you know,
killed quite a
green
few.
criminal, green criminal.
Yeah.
He's here for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
They
He's
got
got-
unicorn horns in their chests.
He's got like a fuchsia like skin tone, I believe. I can't tell
think
in
it's
this
just
shot.
the
And then
drawing.
yellow. No, he's
Yeah.
alien, so he's got like a
Yeah.
reddish skin tone.
You know, it's like a,
So there's
like
no
a
green
reddish-
about him, unless you're me, perhaps, colorblind.
Yeah, you can't see the colors.
And you just use that to your advantage when a situation arises.
I see where she
I
was
swear, officer, I thought the light was green. I
mean,
floored
I
it.
And he's like,
I definitely
yellow.
saw. I understood like where Maya was going.
Yeah.
You know, I was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go to like Riddler or.
Right.
yeah, that makes way more sense.
I'm gonna go.
A
Okay,
green
how many?
villain.
I'm not gonna. I'm trying to simplify it here.
I do like that, like you say, she full sends it, all the confidence in the world, and then there's no backpedaling when the holes in the plan are pointed out. She's like, no, but you're like, well, not really. No, it is, though, it is. It's your favorite. Like I love the commitment. It's just like the
Yeah, and then
gumption.
you flip the script. You know, she's in nursing school, working at a hospital, and she's already got like offers for when she gets out of
That's
school, and she already got a raise and everything like that. And I was just like, man, and you come home and you just full send it.
That's where she could turn her brain off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
That
she was
part I
going LL,
understand.
which I totally get, but it makes for a hell of a ride.
It's like the smartest people in our lives end up acting the dumbest.
End up shitting
Hey,
yourself.
hey. I shit myself.
I still can't get over it. Like
I never understood it when Jeff was like, "So I shit myself again." Like, what are you talking about?
First of all, you just said again right there, which is I know he's
No,
done
Jeff.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jeff
exactly.
says that.
Jeff says that.
You didn't
but
have like
like
an upset stomach or anything. You just had to shit.
What-
You just had to make moves,
Once
dude.
you hit a certain age, when you gotta go, it's now.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen,
yeah, and you know what you do?
I was
Hey guys, I'll be
resisting.
right back.
I
And
was
then you leave,
resisting.
and then you shit,
would think.
and then you come back.
That's what happens when you got
Red.
the double B's. You can't hold
the
back. When you got
chocolates.
the brownie batters, you can't just, no clenching in.
Were you
There's
okay?
no
Okay,
clenching
okay.
in the world.
Let me
labels that
ask
this
you this
man
question.
has.
Let me ask you this question.
There's no clenching in the world.
Were
to
you
hold
on?
that back.
Were you on camera in this meeting?
No, I'm never on.
Then
why would you ever
why would
decide
you-
to be on
why would you
camera?
not just-
Because the meeting was a whole department and me. It's like, I can't just leave. Hey, by the way, I'm shitting myself right now.
You can just be like,
bye.
guys, I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
I've done that.
I'll be
I've
right
done that
back.
way too many times.
Emergency, give me 2 seconds.
This
would've
meeting
just-
was already delayed. It sounded like it was winding down. You know, it was one of those things where it's like, oh, and one more thing.
Especially if
Oh,
it
and
was
one more
winding
thing.
down, let's swap it to the phone real quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
picked up the phone. I was like, maybe I should just swap to this, and then it does the old like
it
reprieve.
subsided for a second.
Yes,
and you went,
it does.
unsafe.
It does
You
the
don't
subsiding.
give
You're
it
never
that.
safe
Don't
for
give it
long.
that.
You got to give it that sometimes.
You have security.
It fades
Do it
away,
already.
and then you're like, I'm in a moment of clarity. What's actually happening is you're in the eye of the storm. If you're lucky, there's another reprieve coming. But the more reprieves you make it through, the harder she's
think
gonna
there's a
blow.
hand being raised
There's a
over
question,
here.
yes.
Yes.
I've got a question,
in
sir.
the class.
Yes. Question for Mr. Collins. Once thou had shit thyself,
Very formal.
where did you put your underwear?
In the washing machine and instantly on.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I couldn't remember if I already put my clothes in the washing machine to wash later tonight, and I was
No.
like, if there is,
Nope. It's
You didn't throw it away?
That's
It was not that bad.
it would wash
it was
out, I think.
somehow.
It would wash
yeah,
out.
I'll give him this one.
So it wasn't.
Yeah.
no, you can wash that. Yeah. If it's quick, before it dries.
Fascinating.
Wow.
I just washed it, threw it in there,
Like a
washed it
deep
by
dive
itself.
into the mind
I
of the
said,
man who
I would have.
I was like,
thrown it out.
I would have too, but then what's gonna happen is you're gonna have a stinky trash can for about 1,000 years.
Well,
What did you don't
Trash
have a trash
pickup's
bag?
really bad for
Trash
them.
bag?
1,000
Wait,
years.
they do
You
that?
throw it in the trash bag in the trash can, then you tie that up immediately.
You're underestimating how busy my day has been. I've been running from one shit in the pants to another.
Yeah. Oh, it's a second.
So here's
take that
so here's what happened.
today. Minimum.
Boom.
So here's what happened. I got here. Shit
I
myself.
lived on the toilet for about half an hour. Boom, straight in the washing machine, put that thing on hot, filled the detergent to the brimity brim, set a high soil level, sent that thing onto hyperdrive,
didn't need to do that.
15 cycles. It's going still to this day.
Probably unnecessary.
Instant
to this
shower.
day.
To clean up
yeah,
anything
you gotta-
that was
you gotta get in the
missed.
shower.
You know, you're caked up,
Yeah.
truly. You know?
I was gonna say that you had to have a shower after that. There's no way.
I was wondering. Okay.
I was
I was like,
wondering where
it
the
all
shower was
adds
from.
up. This man was running around with his hand in his
very-
ass and he was taking showers at the time of day that he doesn't usually
Well, I was-
take showers.
I was confused because I was pre-recording something for RTX this morning.
Yeah.
And I came out of my room to say okay, I'm going into the recording now. Your door was closed, but I heard noise in a different room, and I went, eh. And then I went back in my room and closed it up because I was like, either he's in the bathroom or in your office.
I think, I don't know what that moment was. I think
it was around 10:45.
Typically, well, maybe I was in such a rush that I
shit.
closed my door politely.
I think you did. I think you closed your door behind you
No, do not go in there.
just in case.
TOS, time of shit.
TTF.
You're just lucky we don't have an ODDP, okay? Open door dump policy.
Yeah, that's not us.
Yeah, well, I mean,
or
I would
any
hope
bathroom.
that's,
Interesting.
Oh no, sometimes the doors hang wide, but there's like, hey, don't come down here.
Don't walk past this doorway. The door is open.
The trow is down.
Yeah, now we have a
Just
our
down.
house has open door policy.
For both.
Yeah.
Really?
Just go. "Huh."
I mean, yeah. Or if we have to walk by, I'll be like, I'm walking by, and they're like,
Yeah.
don't look, and I'm like, okay.
I get both
I
ways.
rubberneck, but
Have you guys
I
done
make it by.
two at once? Where if she's sitting on the toilet peeing and then you pee between her legs?
Oh my
I've
God.
heard of that.
Double
but
duty.
No, I have not double duty. I just, I haven't had to go to go that bad.
That's
If
a little
anything, I'll
that's
just
a little
walk
too
around.
close.
Yeah,
A little
that's
too close for comfort.
Listen, just
Dude, I
drop it
closed-
in. You've got yourself a nice little prepackaged little set of undies. You got to go that bad, just drop it right there. I've learned it's easier. Instead of, I gotta go! Let's go at the same time. Who's going at the same time? Or there's a sink.
We've gone at the same time.
Or a shower. Yeah, but not, wait, hold on.
This is why.
I mean, honestly,
How did you
I would
justify
hit
going at the
I would
same
hit
time?
the shower. I would hit the shower
Yeah,
before I
waffle
would
stomp
go
before you do
between-
anything else.
Yeah.
I just I bought a house with more than one bathroom.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
the situation.
You need to clarify for the people at home, when you say we do it at the same time,
So when Trevor and I first started dating,
you defined it as peeing through the legs, though.
no,
Just a
that's
minute
not.
ago.
First, it was
I thought we
early.
moved on to like going to the bathroom at the same time.
Concurrently, breaking the seal of being like, hey, I'm dumping.
Yeah.
You know,
so
the awkwards in the beginning of a relationship.
we had
you
just
know, where
started
you're like,
dating, hadn't
ripped it
farted in
off.
front of each. I think we might have farted in front of each other at that point. We hadn't like,
I
you know, when
did.
like
Trevor
there's an,
broke that
you
one.
don't really
Yeah.
talk about
I did.
shitting when you're in early stages of relationships. Some people never talk about it in a relationship, like I had in a previous relationship.
I mean, I would
never
just
even
be
shat in the
using-
same
Yeah,
household.
just never
I'm using the
shat.
restroom, and then Jackie would be like, "Oh, sorry." I'm like, "I don't care. Just do what you gotta
Do what
do."
you gotta do.
It's human nature.
this
damn it.
was-
Well, I have a door for my toilet. It's a
Yes,
leader
that's
closet.
Yeah, but sometimes like.
The leader closet. You go
I mean,
right
you have
called
the you have the
lit.
main bathroom, right? And then like you and your spouse have all your stuff in the main bathroom, and
Yeah.
Usually next to, like, the main
it's
bedroom.
Next to the main bedroom, so I'm not gonna walk up, go across my apartment
Right.
to the other
Right.
bathroom.
Well,
So I'll just go there.
we just ate some Greek food together,
Mm-hmm.
including some soup that this Greek restaurant had. We weren't even finished our meal to the point where we were like, oh, my stomach doesn't feel so good. You want to like pay and like get out of here? Which we did.
Yep.
Got to Trevor's place. Immediately, I got like the diarrhea sweats. Where
the soup sweats.
it's just like,
blood butt.
something's
Yeah.
bad. Like
Yeah.
you get hot and stuff like that. And I
You
was like,
really do.
I'm gonna use your bathroom. If you want to like wait, you could like go to your bedroom or something. Like essentially like
It was- yeah,
It was like.
because I was like,
really
I got
far
shit my pants
because
right
Do you
now.
have neighbors?
It was a big deal. It wasn't a big
Yeah.
deal because of us or anything or in that moment or early relationship. And I don't want to harp on it because it's your past. But yeah, there was definitely like a time period where in previous relationship you were made uncomfortable by that. And so it was a big deal
Yeah,
for you. And so I wanted to
was-
respect that.
I was told
Yeah.
a certain individual would lose attraction for me if I
Harsh.
farted in front of them or like if they knew I was like.
Were they aware that they
Harsh.
also did that? Like,
You know, I don't think this person considered that.
Yeah.
fair.
So anyway, she's doing the
really
deed, and I'm like, listen, I don't care, but I'll stay in the kitchen or go down the hall or whatever, just to like let her know that I'm away. And then,
Exactly.
and then, and I'm like, excellent. She won't even know. I'll get in and out. Perfect crime, because she's doing her thing. I'll just go do my thing.
Yeah.
And I think we were both like, you texted me, and you were like,
I was like,
hey,
hey.
I'm sorry, like this is taking longer or whatever. What did you
I
say?
think I said something like, I think the soup is not agreeing with me.
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
what I
that's,
said.
that's how
'Cause you're trying
that's
to-
how you lay down easy.
Yeah,
right?
you're
It's
just
it's
like,
not
listen, let me
agreeing
just
with
address this thing that's
Yeah, yeah.
happening.
Yeah, you're not gonna be like, it's eating me alive.
Oh, I'm burning! I'm dying in here. But I think at that point and I was like, yeah, me too. It was like,
We realized we were both having painful, terrible diarrhea, like 20 feet away from each other in the same house.
Greek food.
A great way to rip the Band-Aid off of that.
it's old Greek tradition, you know.
Yeah.
But it reminded me of the episode of Ned Bigsby's Survival Guide, where they're trying to flush every toilet in the school to get some lift off, because they're like, if
Yeah.
we flush them, this place will lift off. And so, because like we concurrently wrapped up the deed and we walked out. We did like a little like hand gesture that we didn't even know. We didn't plan it. Just like maybe because
Yeah.
we synced up in that moment. It was beautiful. We came out, met in the living room, basically high-fived. It was a whole thing. It was
Yeah.
cooler than it was even cooler
let's
than it sounds.
recreate it right now.
It was
Gatorade
even-
on somebody else.
It was
Yeah,
even
yeah,
cooler
yeah.
than it sounds.
We're gonna
everybody.
recreate it right now.
This
is what we did.
This isn't it. This is a tribute to the coolest
this is
handshake.
exactly
no,
what
this
we
is
did.
a tribute to the coolest handshake in the world. We
Came out of the bathroom.
We went. Came out and we were like, yeah.
What?
They
It looks like
improv'd it in the
some
moment,
type
so
of
this makes
interpretive
sense.
dance. Well,
And we sat down and we put on Bob's Burgers.
God damn. God damn it. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead
perfect show for
and,
everybody.
we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up on that. Trevor's got to go shit himself some more.
Hey!
but
Dude, our time to shit was really
yeah,
quick.
There
this
was
one.
really there's
Yeah,
a lot of
thanks,
shit. A
Matt.
lot of
Okay, I
shit.
know, man.
It's a handful
Sorry.
of embarrassing stories, but we made it past this episode.
We made it through.
With that being said,
I drank all of it, everyone.
We're live all throughout the week on RTTV. And don't forget to check out some new shows like Annual Pass, Jack and Jeff, checking out theme parks. We've got a new season of Let's Roll. Don't watch Monikers, though.
Can I do a little plug?
Yes, please do.
We've started a new D&D podcast called Tales from the Stinky
I
Dragon.
heard so many good things about
Which
that.
people have been saying really great things about. We're like really excited about it. John's brother Micah has been like helping write the story and edit the episodes and is adding like this whole flair to it. We're using like people from across the company to do some cameos as characters throughout the series, which is really fun. So it's available on all podcast platforms. So Tales from the Stinky Dragon, check it out.
Such a
That's
good
great.
fucking title for a show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
I
It's
saw that
really
one.
good.
Damn, that's smart.
It came
really
from our
good.
previous D&D show because Chris had a character, like a little rat character, that he would essentially do everything for him in the campaign. Like, go check that out or go grab that for me. And his name was Stinky. And I was like, well, we have to have like a stinky character.
Oh,
of some
yeah.
type.
There you go.
Tales from the Stinky Dragon.
Perfect.
Well, awesome. Make sure to stick around because right now the Age Post team is going to be getting in some trouble in Civ 6. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye. Go home now.
Bye.
Can't stay here.
They're already home.